Yo, what up, Mad Viking here. I'm doing something different. I'm going to see if I can actually stay awake the whole 3 hours. And keep an audience here. Christian did this, but he also got banned. So, anyone tuning in, I won't be turning the camera onto the screen. But I will be doing live results, play-by-play. I'll turn the volume up when the music's not on. You can hear the actual in-ring competition stuff, but other than that, it is what it is. In case you don't know, the card was changed dramatically. Meningitis swept the locker room, knocked off a bunch of people off the house shows. The pay-per-view card had to be changed. Roman Reigns is out sick. Bray Wyatt's out sick. I think it started with Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt. They've been out for weeks. Alright, well that was weird. I just got cut off, but this is my first time. It seems to let you go right back to where it was. But like I said, I guess an outbreak of meningitis has swept the locker room. It changed the pay-per-view card. House show, Triple H has to take off his suit. He's in the Philippines or something with the SmackDown brand, replacing AJ while AJ is doing the pay-per-view tonight. But originally, no, Bray Wyatt and I guess Bo might have been the originators of the meningitis outbreak. But like I said, it changed the card tonight. It's the reason why Kurt Angle's wrestling. They weren't going to dust Kurt Angle off until WrestleMania. But it's still, he comes back to debut on a really wacky pay-per-view. But hey, I guess we'll get to see what he looks like if he has got any ring rust. Right now they're opening the pay-per-view. They have chairs strung from the ceiling again like they did that one year when Sheamus tore them all down on top of Bray, or what was it, Wade Barrett? I believe that's who it was. Or was it The Miz? I don't remember. Oh, wow. First match out of the card. They have Emma coming out to be sacrificed to Asuka. Is it just me or does Emma have new music? I think she's got some new ring gear too, but these poor bastards. I know Emma wrestled last night. My friend Adam, Emma. She's got some booty shorts. My friend Adam took his friends and family to a house show, I think in Mankato last night. And this is in Minneapolis. So all these people wrestled less than 24 hours ago. And I did see Emma wrestled. She was in a tag team match. She lost, though, against Sasha Banks and somebody else. Oh, but let's see how this entrance is. Now, this is supposed to be the reason, too, why Nia Banks walked out of the WWE. She wanted to be the first one to fight Asuka, and they chose Emma instead, and that was supposed to have really been one of the things that pissed her off, other than the fact she thinks the touring schedule is too hard, and she needed time off. I think she's just pulling a Cartman and took her ball and went home. Oh, that's why. I was going to say, why are they showing Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox during an Emma match? They're showing how she became the #1 contender to fight Asuka. Let's see what type of they're still waiting for Asuka. See what type of production she gets as her first time coming out. Lights go out. Screen lights up. It's got a picture of one of her masks. Like I said, I'm going to miss not seeing her on the house show circuit anymore here in Florida. After Joe and Aries left, she was like the only treat left to go and watch. Well, the LCD board, the entrance ramp, they have, man, that looks awesome. Well, she's wearing all the same stuff, it looks like. Except she's got like a bed sheet that she's carrying behind her. I don't remember all these furs hanging off of her robe. But she's got a bunch of furs now in her robes. And of course they're reminding everybody how she's unbeaten. And I know that's why they chose Emma. But I hope this actually has, you know, showcases her a little bit. There's like an actual match. Not just like a stomping. Asuka's looking good. They just clarified that she hasn't been beaten by anybody since 2015. Alright. Don't think I can get any strikes because there's no music playing right now. Alright, they're squaring off. Emma ducks Asuka's charge. Now she's showboating to the crowd. Asuka took her to the ground with like a... Now she's got her in an armbar submission. I was going to say, if that is the end of the match, but Emma was close enough, she grabbed the ropes. Emma just got up and slapped her in the face. Asuka's like, okay. She's shaking her head. She's hulking up, so to speak. They're just tied up. Emma broke it. Wow, she broke up the tie-up. She's got her in an arm. Wow, okay, Asuka's reversed it. Has her in a side headlock. Emma's pulling her hair. Gut punching her. Emma just hit her with a shoulder block. Asuka's still hulking up. Emma went to hit her and she blocked it and she dragged her to the ground. Emma with a takedown. Whatever, Emma tries to get any amount of offense in and Asuka just counters it instantly. She's got her back in an armbar, standing armbar. Emma just slapped her in the face again. Asuka's laughing. She thinks it's hilarious. Emma just kicked her in the gut. She's hitting the ropes. Asuka followed her and hit her. The butt bump she does. And everybody's enjoying it. Emma goes for a kick. Asuka leg sweeps her and has her in an ankle lock. She has her in the angle lock, basically. Emma's to her feet and rolled out of it. She just sent Asuka to the floor. Asuka hits the apron, and Emma did a baseball slide and knocked her ass back out out on the floor. This is going way different than I thought it was. Big kick to Asuka's face. Asuka flew into the guardrail. Emma's dragging her around by the hair. Threw her back into the ring at the count of 8. Ooh. Emma's face planting Asuka into the mat with her foot. She's got her foot behind her head and she's kicking her into the mat. Emma's got her in some sort of choke. I don't know. Submission hold. Asuka's to her feet. She's doing the butt bump. She's doing her kicks. She dropped Emma. She went for that face kick, and Emma dodged it. She yanked Asuka back down to the mat by her hair. Emma's looking tough. Emma throws Asuka head first into the turnbuckle. She's setting her up for the tree. Whoa. She's got it locked in. Asuka's just hanging there. She picked her up by her hair and she's kicking her. She's holding her head by her hair and she's kicking her back. Wow. She just slid outside the ring. She's got her by her hair and she's pulling her head outside of the wrestling ring there. It was like a stretch, a body stretch. Wow, Emma just charged the corner and hit her with an elbow. Going for a pin. 2 count. Goes for another pin, 2 count. She's elbowing her in the back of the head now. Trying to get her up, though, but she's elbowing her. She's got her back in that weird... Alright, now she's got her in the... Oh, what was Chris Masterson's move called? Alright, Asuka's broken out of it, though. Emma's slapping her. Asuka's hulking up again. She just rolled Emma up. She's going for a pin. Emma kicks out. Asuka hits the ropes and boots her in the face. And collapses to the mat.
Looks like Asuka's had a great deal taken out of her thus far. Emma certainly brought the fight tonight. Take one more look at this. The sliding knee strike right on the bridge of Emma's...
They're showing the replay. Emma charges. Asuka rolls and she's hitting her kicks. She just dropped Emma. Big kick to the back of the head. Asuka hits the second rope, drop kick. She's hulking up again. Asuka is just now kicking Emma in the head repeatedly. She's dragging her around by her arm. Emma just hit her in the back of the head with a shoulder, broke up the hold. Emma's hitting the ropes. Running drop kick on Asuka. This is a way more competitive match than I thought this was going to be. 2 count by Emma.
Say what you want about Emma on social media and the like, but there's no doubt she's...
Emma is smashing Asuka's face into the mat. Now she's doing that. She got her... Well, okay. Asuka grabbed her leg. She's got her back in that ankle lock. The angle lock. That's exactly what it looks like. Emma goes to roll out of it again, but Asuka follows her and keeps the hold. Emma rolls again. Oh, Asuka is cinching that in. I know, that was wicked. If you heard Michael Cole, her knee just bent. Emma's to her feet trying to hop to a rope. Asuka looks like she's going for like some belly to belly. Suplexed her. Looks like Emma's rolling out of the ring.
Emma actually doing the wise thing and rolling to the outside, trying to Asuka ripping her off the apron to the floor, and Asuka landed hard. Very cagey maneuver by Emma. Oh, the one thing about Emma tonight, guys, I've never seen.
All right, sorry about that. I don't know why I cut out.
She's one step ahead of Asuka every time. She's put in the homework. She's prepared for Asuka. Sure, she's watched a lot of tapes. Remember, both these young ladies with experience in NXT. Emma watched her career there.
All right, Asuka pulled her back into the ring. She just did a super kick on Emma. She's got her in the Asuka lock, or at least she's attempting it. She's got it fully cinched in. Emma is fighting. She's tapped. Well, that was way better than I thought it was going to be. I just thought it was going to be a full-blown squash match. But this card's been so decimated by the locker room illness. I think they... Wow, the mat, it says 18 minutes, but there's the entrances and all that stuff, too. So they got at least 10, 12-minute match. That wasn't bad. It's a good debut. And Emma didn't look horrible in the process. She looked like she could compete with her. They're going through the replays now. That suplex on Emma was just sick. Oh, I missed that. Emma pulled Asuka through the ropes at one point and she back bumped her outside the ring. How did I miss that? And Emma fighting in the Asuka lock. I've seen Asuka do that a million times. I've never seen anybody fight. Asuka's on the top rope celebrating the Asian Punky Brewster. Let's see. Alright, well this is going to be boring. I had 4 or 5 people here, but I lose them every time the freaking feed cuts out. Right now they're doing the Race the Cure segment. I forgot about that. These stupid promos they run in between the matches. Well, if you missed it so far, Asuka beat Emma, but it was in a very competitive match. Emma actually looked really good in defeat. She put up a pretty good performance. I can't wait when this month is over. I hate when they get into this. In the pre-show match, if you don't know, Sasha Banks beat Alicia Fox in a garbage match. Just garbage.
Supposed to be and concentrate on what this match is.
And see now, I don't get what this this main event now is even more goofier than ever. Well, it was goofy to begin with. You're going to tell me 3 guys are going to beat 5 guys in a match? Well, now that Roman Reigns is out, and they throw Kurt Angle in there, a guy who hasn't wrestled in 11 years. You already know my opinion if you watched my predictions video. Like what, they're going to treat these 3 guys like Supermen now? They can beat everybody up? I mean, just a month or 2 ago, Sheamus and Cesaro were having their way with Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Now they're going to get beat up like, jobbers? Come on. Let me see. Sorry. Yes. There we go. All right, right now it's a Miz. This I can't get monetized for
Put
this.
himself in the main event of this pay-per-view against me.
And if you even caught this, the Miz just said today Maurice is having a girl.
This match. But no, Mr. I won an Olympic gold medal with the broken freaking neck. Had to play.
They're basically talking about how Angle is now inserted into the match over Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns has
He's gonna meet a monster.
meningitis.
Braun Strowman.
A 5-on-3 match. I don't know.
I'm snuffing out Kurt's little return to the ring, and I'm trashing it along with Seth and Dean. So long as all of you stay out of my way.
Well, that's interesting. Now here comes Kane.
I do whatever I want. Because if anyone is going to wrap the steel chair around Kurt Angle's neck, mangle Seth Rollins with the chair, reduce Dean Ambrose to a pile of rubble, it's got to be me.
Gentlemen, there is enough carnage to go around. We have 2/3 of a Shield and a Hall of Famer who is the general manager of Monday Night Raw, all in the same ring. This is our ability to change the face of the WWE forever. The opportunity to eat off the table of our future, to sit in a chair of an uprising, to use ladders to build a bridge to a better tomorrow. Because with Kurt Angle done,
The
and Dean
Beast
and
Kane
Seth
theme
Rollins
is
have, we
Slow
are
Chemical.
Monday Night.
Is that the name of the band? I never knew. I always thought that was Jericho's band, Fozzy.
Seth, Dean, and Kurt, there is no tomorrow.
And another thing, I guess, today on Twitter, Braun Strowman got into it with Kurt Angle because he was basically threatening him, telling him he's going to wish he stayed retired, blah, 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 blah. And I can't remember what Kurt Angle said. The only thing he's worried about is winning. The Miz. The Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro are mocking the Shield, doing their little salute.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alliance.
Oh, jeez. Mine? Currently, or anything at all? I actually like the Usos' new song. That always gets me going. I always like Jericho's "Break the Walls." Hard to say. Even DX's theme song back in the day, that was awesome. But currently, I don't know. I'd have to think. Seth Rollins is a new one. Is actually. Well, I shouldn't say new. All they did was burn it down. Elias Sampson's in the ring. This guy, I don't know, man. He was such a jobber in NXT, and I can't believe they ever brought him up. Maybe is no more words king of my world broken dreams. Actually, I used to really dig Triple H's King of Kings by Motorhead. I think that's what it was. It was a bow your head, dog. Oh my, that was a theme song. That's a wrestling theme song. That was a great, great theme song. I know he comes out to that song when he's all dressed up like the king, the warlord type gimmick, but he never comes out to that anymore. I'll turn this up for Samson. Yep, Slav is awesome. I still listen to him. They're still around. But Elias Sampson was such a jobber in NXT. Somebody just threw a head of cabbage at Elias Sampson from the audience. Wow, who sneaks in a head of cabbage? Okay, this must be a stint because now somebody just threw in Okay, it's Jason Gabler, Angle's kid. I was gonna say, who the hell sneaks in that much food?
Jason was upset at his interrupted a conversation between him and his dad, Kurt Angle.
He's hitting him with celery sticks. He just opened up a banana and threw it at him. Now he's walking. Okay, he's got a shopping cart full of crap. I thought somebody from the audience really just hit Elias Sampson because the way he looked, it didn't look like it was a part of the plan. He still looks kind of pissed, to tell you the truth. I don't know if that was planned. Wow. But they shouldn't have done that, though, because I guarantee you people will start bringing stuff to throw at him. 26 minutes in already. I don't want to get monetized. My buddy Christian just did this like a week ago and he got caught. My favorite song, Slavic songs, are The King of My World and Always. I know Always. I probably know the other one. It's just I have to hear it. So you know they had to change the card due to sickness? I mean, I guess the sickness, the meningitis outbreak in the locker room is so bad they even have Triple H wrestling. But not on this card. He's doing house shows wherever the SmackDown brand is right now. Taking AJ's spot. Oh, there's Nigel. Nigel is an announcer for this pay-per-view? I thought he did 205. Oh, that because it is 205. All right, next matchup is the Cruiserweight Tag Team match that they threw in there. That there was no real reason for it in my eyes. So I didn't even know these guys were feuding. But it's Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher versus Rich Swann and Cedric Alexander. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's another. That's a song I like too. Is Cedric Alexander's theme song. His one is. I like that one. They debuted it in NXT about I don't know how many months ago. That was a good song. So many announcers. Just wrestling song or song? Because song, that'd be so hard. It depends on what mood I'm in. Song, ooh. Jeez. What do I got in my seat? Right now, it would probably be, you probably never heard of them. Star Set. They're kind of like a Linkin Park hybrid type group. I love their song Carnivore. Oh, come on, what's the other one? They only have 2 CDs out. You can probably pick them both up on Amazon for like $6 to $8, and they're awesome. You can see their videos online. Carnivore, and what's the other one? Demons. Both those songs are awesome. And I don't know why, but I've just been listening to those 2 CDs back and forth nonstop in my car for a while. Mine is No Easy Way Up by Robert Tepper from the Rocky soundtrack. Wow. That's an old soundtrack. Yeah, I don't want to get monetized, but I love Cedric's song. Hopefully this is an actual match, because that's what I hate about 205, is they don't do cruiserweight stuff. It's just little guys wrestling. Rich Swann. He's got an Elite coming out, but I don't think I'll buy it. Jack Gallagher doesn't even wrestle in trunks anymore, for Christ's sake. And I like just about everything. I like The Rock. Pop can be considered so many things. I'm not like into... They don't do boy bands or boy-girl groups anymore, but Pop can be just basically anything on the top 40. I guess, but I don't listen to the radio anymore, so I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what was in the top 40. But yeah, I'm into... I hate current rap. Yeah, rap these days is garbage. Rap died about 8 years ago. I mean, the people who used to be great... Like Kanye sucks. I haven't heard a 50 Cent CD in a while, so I couldn't tell you if he sucks. But all the great ones just... I think Nas put out a CD this year, but I didn't buy it. I didn't hear it, so I didn't buy it. All right. Bell just rang. It's Swan and... I'm having a brain fart. All right. I still can't think of his name. All right, well, anyway, he tagged in Gallagher, and Gallagher's all over Swan now. Kendrick, there you go. Gallagher's got Swan in some leg submission. Swan just got out of it. Yeah, I like Metallica. I like Def Leppard as a kid. I heard their last new album, but it wasn't for me. What was it? Welcome to the Party or something? That was definitely pop. Wow, Cedric Alexander is just lighting up the ring. I don't even know what to describe what he just did to Kendrick. Gallagher just tripped him up from outside the ring. Swan just did some flip onto Gallagher, took him out. Kendrick and Gallagher on the floor. Of course, here comes a big dive. A flip. He didn't even touch those two guys. He basically just flipped over those guys and landed on his feet. And they're acting like they were just blown away. And they're even going to show it again on replay. Man. Cedric's chopping. This guy I actually like, and I can't even remember his name. I'm having a brain fart. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on... Ugh. I gotta write his name down. Went for the 2 count, he kicked out. Hurricane, I think, still wrestles, but I don't know what shape he's in. He just recently left Impact, but he was like a manager, and he was like an agent, but he never wrestled on TV. I thought for sure they'd let him wrestle once. I mean, Christ, they had D'Lo, and they would let him wrestle, and Al Snow, and they'd let him wrestle. So I don't know if Hurricane's hurt or what. I know he does a lot of like podcasts and stuff, but he's certainly young enough. If he can still wrestle, he's certainly young enough. He can still be able to do it. Gallagher is putting his boots on Cash. Rich Swann. Man, you'd think I'm drunk. All right, Brian Kendrick. There you go, Brian Kendrick. Brian Kendrick's in. Just hit him with a vertical suplex. I do now. It was hard to like Drew, you know, what was a couple years ago, but his TNA work was good. I've only seen him on one NXT house show here in Florida, and it was with Aleister Black. He was tag team, and it's a video on my channel. It wasn't very good, the match, so I can't say from a live experience, but he definitely got better with TNA. What's up, MJ, KJ? The old Chosen One gimmick? Yeah, actually that was pretty good for a while. Amen. They got Swan in the corner. Gallagher is throwing his shoulder into him. He just dropped him. He's sitting in the corner. He's luring Alexander into the ring like he's going to do something. I hate dress new theme. Broken Dreams. Ooh, Kendrick just took a pretty good bump outside the ring. Swan's trying to make a tag to Cedric, and Gallagher cut him off. Gallagher went for a suplex, but he fought out of it, and he was able to get Cedric tagged in. And now Cedric's cleaning house. Cedric, a roundhouse kick to Gallagher. I was going to say, if that's 3, that was a quick match. That was a beautiful roundhouse kick, though. Alexander had Gallagher in the corner. He charged him with a spear, hit the ropes, and clotheslined him. Kendrick pulls Alexander outside the ring. He stopped the 3 count. Here comes Rich Swann onto Gallagher. The Kendrick. Gallagher. Kendrick and Swann. Wow, Kendrick is rolled up by Alexander. 2 count. Big boot. Big boot followed by a super kick onto Alexander from Kendrick. He just basically gave him a bank statement in the middle of the ring. A standing bank statement. And Cedric's trying to roll out of it. He did. He got a 2 count on Kendrick there. Rich Swann is coming into the ring. He's on the top rope. Just hit Kendrick with a Phoenix Splash. Gallagher's in the ring now. He just got super kicked. Oh, big headbutt onto Swann from Gallagher. Gallagher is out. I had it for a 360, but I didn't rebuy it when I bought 1. What just happened? They just Cedric and Swann just beat Kendrick and Gallagher. I didn't see the finisher though, but Cedric got the pin. I got to the point though with GT5. It seemed like I had done everything, and it was just getting boring. Or I zipped through the storylines too fast. I don't know what it was. It was just to the point all I was left doing was doing all like the stupid side missions, like the airplane stuff, going through the hoops, and yeah, that's what I'm doing too. I'm watching it on my Xbox. But I think you said you have PS4. I have Xbox One. I used to have PlayStation, but I went into a GameStop. One day I was going in there to buy, it was God of War 2. This was years ago. And they were having this Xbox sale. It was like buy an Xbox and every game you buy one, get one free. Used. And I walked out of there with like 12 games and I only spent like $300. So they sucked me in after that. I've been on Xbox ever since. But I do miss God of War. They don't have that on Xbox. And I do want to play that game, The Last of Us, on PlayStation. I know that's an exclusive only to that. I've heard that's fantastic. There's the remote. I just bought 2K18, but I haven't played with anybody live. But man, that game is hard. And I hadn't bought one of those in a couple of years. The last one I bought was the one with Punk on the cover. And you could beat the crap out of the computer forever and ever and ever. And the minute you threw them back into the ring or whatever, all they had to do was Hulk up once and they just destroyed you. Meanwhile, you were beating the crap out of the computer for 15 minutes straight. I got tired of playing it. I haven't given up on 2K18 yet, but it might be my last one again for a while. Even though the graphics on it are absolutely amazing. I just missed the last one. What was it? I like Xbox better. It has... Yeah, what is the backwards... Oh, yeah, it plays the older games. Is that what you mean, the backwards compatibility? Man, they are really making a big deal of Kurt Angle coming back tonight. He was always coming back, but he wasn't coming back until, like, WrestleMania. Hopefully he doesn't look like crap. Because I want him to wrestle again, but I didn't want him to come back in something weird like this. 3-on-5. Alright, I'm assuming next is Alexa Bliss versus Mickie James. I predicted Bliss is going to win, even though I think it would be really cool if James won, but I don't think they're going to do that. They have the original Xbox games, but on my gold membership, I have gold membership, but you have to download all those games, and it just takes up the... Actually, they tell me I have all this space on my Xbox One. Like they're like, you'll run out of stuff to download. I have like 5 games downloaded on my Xbox One, and it says I'm at like 60% storage space. So I don't know if they're telling me the truth or not. What type of games? I basically have shooters. I love Titanfall 2. I got Battlefield 1, but it just doesn't hold my attention. I've been going back and playing Battlefield 4. What else do I got? I like Rise, but I'm just stuck on campaign mode. I mean, how is he supposed to beat 36 dudes all at once? That drives me insane. I have it almost beat, but I just quit playing after that. There's some games I buy and I play it a little bit. I'm trying to see what else I got over there. But I don't have many Xbox One. I've been holding back because I probably have 100 360 games lying around here. I just haven't taken them. I probably can put them on like eBay and make money, but I haven't taken the GameStop because they'll just give me like $2 for a game. Oh, I'm missing it. What's the hardest game? Hardest game? Rise is pretty hard. Even if you play like online mode in Rise is hard. If I don't play with some dude that's been playing it for like since the start, since day one when that system came out, you only can get so far. You can get a couple levels in online. What I'm talking about online is the battle arena, and there's 50 different ways to play it. It's awesome, but it's only you and one other dude, and it's just an endless... It's kind of like Gears of War Horde, except it's in a battle arena and it's you and another dude. And the stuff gets bigger and bigger and bigger that you fight. It gets to a point where like you're just literally... If you're not with your partner, you're dead. There's so many guys coming at you, and if you can't constantly keep blocking, you're not getting anywhere. It's a very hard game. It's very addictive, but it's kind of like Gears of War Online. Once you stop playing it for a while, you really don't retain how to play it when you come back like 4 months later. Like, you suck for the longest time until you get good again. And that's one of their original games. Yeah, I have the last Gears of War game. I can see that over there. I have the last Transformer game. What was it? Devastator. That's a classic Transformer game. The Transformers look like what they did when I was a kid. But that's really hard, too. I got to the first boss, and I can't beat him. And that's unnormal. And I'm a gamer. I know how to play games. You can't get past the first boss 15 minutes into a game. You blew it for me. Assassin's Creed, I saw you say that earlier, Assassin's Creed. I don't find those hard, but I find those games really good. I like the Black Flag game. I thought that was their best try yet. I love the, what was the one where they had the American Revolution one. You went back and fought the English. That was great too. I never got to the point where I did the who's on right now. They're just doing promos. It's the next matchup is going to be Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. She's just starting to come out right now, Mickie James. I saw the Uncharted. I've been told that game is awesome. I know they have like 4 or 5 of those out, but I've never played it. I can't go back. Best game I ever played was Red Dead Redemption. They have another one coming out pretty soon. I even played the zombie one. The zombies was pretty good. But those games, it was like Grand Theft Auto, but country or cowboy stuff. But you saw the same 3-4 people over and over again, and it just got so boring. You'd kill the same 3-4 zombies. It was just, there was a lot of stuff put into it, but that just to me gets boring. You shoot the same people over and over and over and over again. Mickie James is coming up. God, she has lost some weight. Not that she was big, but man, she's probably lost 5-10 pounds. She's out there in like a Canadian tuxedo, all denim, but man, she looks good. All right. Bliss is coming out. She's got a fresh dye job on her hair. Her hair's dyed all the way up to her shoulders now. I'll say one good thing about her. You'll hear me say it all the time. She gives good face. That girl, I think that's why she's pushed so well, is her facial expressions. I always heard she was good on NXT, but I only saw her personally live on NXT once, and that was versus Asuka and Nia Jax. And Asuka, it was Asuka. She basically dominated, but Nia Jax just looked like a floppy walrus in that match. But I know she's come a long way, Bliss. I think she's trying to talk. And that's just the announcer. Like I said, Mickie James is looking good. I would love to see her win Uncharted. Yeah, I need to buy a game and just try Uncharted. I forget what the other one. It's a shooter game. Because I tell the guys at GameStop I'm bored with Battlefield 1. It's not Uncharted. It's some futuristic like Halo type shooting game. Yeah, The Last of Us is good, I've heard. I think they have a sequel to that too. I've heard that was really good. But of course it's only on PS4. Alright, I can turn it up a bit. They're tied up. GOAT game. Oh, greatest of all time game. Mickey's got Bliss's arm behind her back. She just took her down from the back. Bliss smashed her face in the mat. She's not real happy. Bliss tried to tie up. James dodged it. Did a sunset flip on her and went for a pin. Got a 2 count. Mickie James is like, almost got you. No, not Mass Effects. It's a newer game. I have played Mass Effects, but that took me forever to figure that one out. I was always getting my ass kicked. I wasn't building up my armor or something. And then one day, by accident, I had all my guys finally at a decent level where I could fight people and not die. And I was on some stupid planet not knowing what I was doing, and I sold all my armor to all my characters. And I was like, that was like Mass Effects 2. And I was like, screw it, I'm not going back and building them up again. Overwatch, there you go. Overwatch. I've heard that game is phenomenal online. I don't know why. I don't, like I said, I don't buy every game that I hear is cool anymore because I have a cabinet over here. That one over there, there's probably 100, if not more, 360 games in it. And the last time I went to Minnesota, I took about 50 with me up to Minnesota to sell them to my friends. So, but 360 was out for like 12, 15 years, so it's understandable that I had quite a bit. And I didn't buy them all brand new, of course. They were used. Overwatch is good then? Yeah. See, I don't always take the... Oh, he's saying no? Oh, no, no, never mind. I don't always take the opinions of the guys at GameStop because they'll sell you a rotten candy bar if they can. So I might go and get Overwatch, though. What was the last part? Used to, though. It's a great game. I might give it a try then. Because I love shooters. It's just like I said, the next game, shooter-wise, coming out, of course, is going to be Star Wars Battlefield 2. The first one was good, but I didn't like... Get that out of here. I didn't like the online... Most of the Battlefields online just kind of sucked. And, like, you could get sniped a mile away and you couldn't even see who the hell was shooting at you. So it kind of took the fun out of the game. But I've seen and read online, the stuff I've seen for this new one, it looks phenomenal. Not that the first one didn't look phenomenal. That was the best drawing part. But if you played Star Wars Battlefield on PlayStation 2 back in the day, effing awesome. It was just like open world of all the movies. It'd be either like Endor or wherever. And it would just be the the droid army versus the rebels. And you'd power up your guy to a point to where you could unlock like Darth Maul or Luke Skywalker. And you would keep that character until you died. So like I would unlock Luke Skywalker and just be plowing through droids nonstop. It was amazing. But it wasn't like that in this last game. It was kind of shitty. You would only be in a planet, a little online world, and it'd be you versus 5 other guys. And you could get to be a guy, but when you were the guy, like say the Emperor, he kind of just sucked. And it wasn't worth it. I was so excited to play Boba Fett, and Boba Fett stuck. Oh yeah. Bliss Mickie James has been basically all over Bliss, but Bliss has gotten a comeback. She just went for a 2 count, but she was in the corner. I love the original Star Wars. Yeah, the original Star Wars Battlefront games were awesome. Predictions. I predicted Bliss. There you go. That's the 3rd time that's happened tonight. I don't know why it does it, but it says it starts right where it leaves off. All right, Bliss has got her in some sort of arm bar, and Mickie James is trying to roll out of it. She's done it 2 or 3 times, but Bliss just keeps it locked in. Mickie James is trying to pull her jeans up. She's wrestling in jeans because half her ass is hanging out. Still, she has her in this arm bar, whatever gimmick. Mickey's trying to fight out. She's throwing bows into Bliss's face. Bliss just did some weird... I don't even know how to... She just twisted her arm and dragged her to the ground. That was basically it. Bliss going for the pin. Mickie instantly kicked out. She didn't even get a 1 count. Now she's stomping her. Ever had one before what? Bliss is mocking James, calling her a crybaby. James got a quick kick in. Ooh, 2 kicks right to the face. Mickie hit the top ropes, got Bliss in a makeshift Hurricane Rana. Now she's slapping the taste out of Bliss. Bliss is slapping back. You need to man PS4 is so mind-blowing. I don't know, man. I said if my Xbox ever crapped out on me again, I was going to go back to PlayStation 4, but it never did. And the controller is nice. Both women just super kicked each other simultaneously, and they're on the ground. It has a light bar. Yeah, I've seen that. I saw that when it originally came out. I know they have their VR coming out real soon. If it's not already out. That Star Wars game for the virtual reality deal for PlayStation looked amazing. Every game you play, it changes colors, really. The ref is going for a 10 count because they're both laying on the mat. Mickey kind of went for a kip up, but she didn't do it. She's on her knees. They're both on their knees, throwing punches back and forth. Mickey won that battle and face planted Bliss into the mat. Bliss is back on her feet. Bliss went to kick Mickey. Mickey caught it, and she's throwing bows back on Bliss. Going bow crazy. That's probably about 15 elbows right there. That's a dream match right there. I can't believe they really just threw that match together. I know everybody's sick. But that should be a WrestleMania main event right there. I mean, that's a battle of the Bullet Club ex-leaders. That could be too. I picked Bray Wyatt to win just because Finn Balor had been winning all their encounters, but Bray's out sick, and this isn't even the same match. Which, thanks God, Bray got sick, because at least we don't have to see that whorish match they were going to have. Supposedly Bray was going to be Sister Abigail. Ugh. They weren't even going to bring anybody in, so he's going to be like a ghost dead girl. I don't know what they were thinking. And they turned Finn Balor into the Great Pumpkin. But now we don't have to see that, hopefully. But I don't know. I think I'm going to say AJ. Well, yeah, you're right, though. Are they going to really let SmackDown go over Raw on a Raw pay-per-view? What did that? I missed the last one. So much for my high-speed internet, huh? Well, there was rumors all these chicks they were going to bring in to play Sister Abigail. One of them was supposed to be Bray Wyatt's real-life sister, Mika Rotunda. She's kind of a wrestler in real life. The WWE's gone after her before. But I don't know how many wrestling matches she's actually had. Another one was Sage Beckett from NXT. I went over this in my last wrestling news vlog. It's on my channel. And the other possible one, they had a whole list. Paige was one of them. So was Nikki Cross. But no one would accept that. The other one was possibly going to be Sarah Logan. She was Crazy Mary Dobbs on the Independent. She wore a hockey mask. She kind of had like a Daphne Rosemary gimmick. She could pull that gimmick off. Her gimmick in NXT, they're not even really using her. She's like a swamp country bumpkin. Yeah, probably. OFC Finn will win. That could be. But yeah, if they weren't using a chick to be Sister Abigail, no. But their reasoning for it being Bray was because they want Bray to have like an alter ego, like what Finn Balor did. So like when Bray goes psycho, but Bray's gonna go psycho and turn into a dead girl. I don't know. That wears, assuming a dress. We've seen Sister Abigail in their little vignettes before, the Wyatt family vignettes. It's a girl wearing like a wedding dress. Mickey James just super kicks Bliss and dragged her into the middle of the ring. Of course, she kicked out at 2. What are they chanting? Oh, tables. They ain't gonna bring out no. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's TLC, and there hasn't been a single weapon. Granted, this is only match number 2. Ah, Bliss just catapulted Mickey James into the corner. She face planted into the second turnbuckle. She hit her with a swinging DDT. There it is, 3 count. She retained, so I got that one right. I think Emma and Asuka actually had a better match than Mickie James and Bliss. Dreams matchup Owen Zane. Yeah, I heard they're going to do like an old school Survivor Series match at Survivor Series. I don't know how many they're going to do. Because they used to be really good back in the old days, the Survivor Series matches, but that's why they basically quit doing it, because they weren't good anymore. It would just be one top guy with 3 jabronis on his team, and all the jabronis would get thrown out of the match like right away, and it was just the 2 top guys wrestling. It's not how the old school matches always went. You know, there was like Team Hogan and Savage, but it would be Team Hogan, Savage, and Hogan would have 3 other top dudes, and Savage would have 3 other top dudes, and that would be the whole pay-per-view. There'd be like 4 Survivor Series matches total. And they were all like 20, 30-minute matches. They don't do that anymore. They haven't done that in a real long time. But if they did something like that, that'd be cool. Like they could do the Shield, and of course, Angle could be supplanted into it. Let me see. They're interviewing Mickie.
I'm a little disappointed. I wanted to take that championship home tonight, but I'm proud of my performance tonight. I gave my heart and
Mickey's
my soul
crying.
and everything, and I hope that I proved not only that I was worthy of this championship shot tonight, but it won't be my last time in a women's championship match or as your women's champion. And I want to take a second to say thank you to the entire WWE Universe for all your love and support. I love you guys. You are why I do what I do, and I'm just grateful for you.
I'll tell you one thing. Maybe our champion, Alexa Bliss.
I don't know who that ring announcer is, but she's brand new. I've never seen her before. Man, was she gorgeous. I know they brought up that chick from NXT, the old ring announcer from NXT, but that was not her. That was a totally new girl. That girl was good looking. Not that the NXT chick isn't, but this chick was taller. Dark hair, dark skin too. They're acting like Mickie James is retiring. I don't know why they mess with her so bad. Shield New Day, yeah, that could be something. I say how come comes back and makes Team Miz win. Joe Nakamura is like my second favorite. I love Nakamura, but they've been burying the piss out of him recently. You can thank John Cena for him not being champion already. John Cena got his title run ixnayed. They're just showing Kurt standing in the locker room. All right, here come Ambrose and...
No, that's not why we're here. Listen, I know you guys wanted to do this on your own, 2-on-5, but I couldn't let you do that. I mean, I don't know what I've left. It's been 11 years since I've been in the WWE ring. But what I do have left, I'm going to give you 100%.
They act like Kurt Angle can't wrestle. Like 6 months ago, he was wrestling all over the world for huge money in places the WWE wishes they could sell out.
We didn't come here to talk.
At least he's wrestling, because that was one of the things that was pissing me off, is that they weren't letting him wrestle. They're giving him a vest. They're giving him a tactical vest. Oh, God. That's funny.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Kurt Angle.
Well, if they were going to do something like that, they could at least give an Angle like a black singlet or something, too. That's funny. They're giving him a tactical vest. Kurt Angle vest, yeah, they're giving him one of their tactical Shield vest to wear. They said he's in the Shield now. That's funny. Elias Sampson again. You gotta be kidding me. See, I think the only person who thinks this is... Actually, I will say he can wrestle, but I won't say he's a top-notch wrestler. All the NXT shows I ever saw him on were house shows, and of course they don't showcase on house shows very much. And he just looked like garbage. His gimmick was just to annoy people with the guitar. But why he keeps coming out on this pay-per-view is beyond me.
I see you trying to interrupt again.
Yeah.
But nothing is going.
Hello, I'm Elias. Who wants to walk with me? And we chant "Keep on Walking" at the NXT house shows.
What I am. So right now I'm gonna sing a song that's gonna change your life.
I can't get monetized for this. He just makes this shit up.
Eager for TLC.
He's been making songs to actual real songs recently. I just can't figure out who the heck it's supposed to be.
Now I'm gonna have to start over.
Oh, God.
Came to Minneapolis, eager for TLC.
Elias Sampson singing for the second time tonight.
I'm actually having trouble hearing myself right now. So I need you to hold your applause until after. The stench of your city, it covers me.
I can just make the song out, and then he stops again.
Walk behind me, but leave me the hell alone.
He's getting pelted with
Yes, again. Let's do this again and again and again.
with vegetables again.
Chicken in the supermarket. I mean, come on. I mean, if we need to go.
Jason Gable's back out with his shopping cart. He just hit him with a pineapple.
No, this is ridiculously great. I've never been more happy to see this.
At least he chased him off.
Come on, let him play.
Jason Jordan? I'm saying his name wrong, aren't I? What am I saying? Jason Gable? That's his half his partner's name, ex-partner.
All the more reason Elias should be allowed to perform.
It was actually a good song.
See why we're-
Did Booker cut his dreads? I don't see his dreadlocks anymore. Alright. Yeah, I don't know what to think of Jason Jordan. He's basically been given the chosen one gimmick though. Give it another year. Next. Oh yeah, as you say, Enzo's got a match. Yeah, he's fighting Kalisto next. All right. Good Lord. All right. They're just running the promos right now. But I like Enzo in 205. I didn't think I would. Not that I watch 205. I only watch what I see on Raw. But I guess it pissed Neville off so bad that he quit. You know, that wasn't the sole reason that he quit, though. But It was one of the reasons that he quit. Oh, Enzo got my respect for winning the title because he gave a kick to... Yeah, he gave a huge kick to the division. People actually talk about it now. They're showing the highlights when he went through the entire division and mocked them. That was pretty funny. Brian Kendrick, what are you, supposed to be a pirate hobo? But I think they split Enzo and Cash up way too soon. Their little gimmick, their entrance gimmick was getting old because they'd been doing it for like 3 years in NXT. They could certainly come up with a new line to spew. But other than that, I mean, the WWE has some weird thing about bringing people up from NXT and instantly breaking them apart. What was the point to break up Jason Jordan and Chad Gable? They're like, oh, let's break them up because Jason Jordan's got potential as a single star. He was a single star for 2 weeks, and they paired him with whoever. They paired him with somebody different. Now it's Matt Hardy, isn't it? And then they pair up Chad Gable with Shelton Benjamin. If you wanted them in a tag team, you should have kept them in a tag team. It was just stupid. Bring up Big Cass and Enzo. Granted, they were supposed to win the titles early on, but Enzo got that concussion. Were they on the roster for a year and they broke them up? And I know there's somebody else too. They bury everybody brand new from the NXT, but if you're like an indie star, you're going to make it. Yeah, Pyro. Well, Pyro cost money. If the WWE cut half their budget that they have for announcers, they probably could have Pyro again. They probably have 50 announcers and interviewers total working in the company. Supposedly there's going to be a new Cruiserweight belt being debuted. Maybe it'll be on here tonight. What's up, man? OPG. Demonico? Did I say it right? I don't know. They don't need that many. Yeah, they don't. Granted, I know Kalisto's got some new tight gear. Granted, I know they have all these countries that they air in. But I mean, like for Germany, do they really need 3 announcers for the German announce team? I like good-looking new fresh belts. It kind of... I've seen a picture of it already. It looks like the old belt. It's just black, but they said new debuting belt. Maybe the side plates or something are designed differently. I don't know. But it looked like the same belt to me. It's only 2 is good. All right, coming out first is Enzo. What the hell? He's wearing like boxing shorts, except they're like baby blue. And he's got baby blue knee pads on. He's got a poo emoji on his butthole on the back of his shorts. Oh man. That's kind of funny. And he's got like baby blue arm wrapping all the way up to his shoulder. It's a new look. Even baby blue socks. But he's still wearing his like leopard print jacket. It doesn't match anything. Yeah. He does look like he's in Dragon Ball. Oh, he sounds like crap. Oh, I can turn it up.
I was celebrating my victory a little too hard last night. But make no mistake about it, the reason why I say that is because my voice is the only thing.
Even his hair is all jacked up. He's got like a little thing right here, a little half knot with a rubber band holding his hair up in the front. He's got like hair hanging out over here and just spoofing. It just looks like he ran through a wind tunnel and put a rubber band up in his hair.
People who watch things happen like all you, they're losers.
He's calling the crowd losers.
Speaking of losers, the third type of person. The person who just sits around and...
You guys can hear this, right?
What the hell just happened? Well, Kalisto, I'll tell you what's gonna happen. I am gonna Real simple. Real simple.
How do you have the top part of your mouth with white teeth and the bottom part all stained yellow? Off-script WWE moment.
Well, certainly a defining.
Off-script. Whew. Trying to think if there was one recently. That one's hard to say, man. My brain's clogged right now, so I'm not really thinking that well. Yeah, that was one of them. That was really probably the best one ever. Off script. And the next one after that would probably have been AJ's when she was tearing apart the women's division, basically calling them all worthless models. That one was good. See, the Russian announce team, they actually look like they're Asian. How does that work? The Japanese announce team, Funaki. Funaki's got to be the luckiest guy ever. I mean, he was hired like back in 1997, and he's never lost his job. What is this? Oh, Hindi. India, that's right. They air in India now. WWE has more. Yeah, WWE has more comment. They almost have as many commentators as they do wrestlers. Ray Rougeau, one half of one of the greatest tag teams in WWE history, and you never ever hear about them. Mandarin. So isn't that China? They act like that's a country. That's a language. So is Hindi. Yeah, he's still wearing the same old purple belt. So I guess it didn't get debuted tonight. Enzo looks so much bigger even over Kalisto. Oh, man. What's your favorite movie? I like The Patriot. Mel Gibson's Patriot. I've probably seen that movie 3 dozen, if not 4 or 5 dozen times. I love that movie. Rocky IV and Spaceballs. I haven't seen Spaceballs in a while, so I don't know if it holds up still, but it probably does. Enzo straight in control. He had Kalisto in a headlock, threw him into the ropes, and shoulder blocked him. Kalisto got out of the hold and threw Enzo into the ropes, but Enzo dodged his clothesline. And Enzo did his little dance to taunt Kalisto, and now Kalisto's chasing him around the ring. They're back in the ring. Kalisto ducks Enzo's clothesline. Starts kicking him in the knees. Enzo catches his leg. Big spin kick to the back of Enzo's head. That used to be the Blockbuster back in the day by Bad News Brown. That was his finisher. That used to be a finisher back in the day. Who do you think's gonna win? Probably Kalisto, just because the WWE hates Enzo. I don't know why. He's one of their biggest. I know why. Apparently, he lives his gimmick in and out of the ring. But, I mean, they're never going to fire him unless he really messes up because he's like one of their top 5 merchandise sellers. And at the end of the day, that's what they need is money. So, I would be happy if Enzo got the belt back. He just formed his little NWO 205 group. So I figured that would have been like a pay-per-view match instead of that tag team match they had earlier. But maybe that'll lead to something else. Kalisto with a dive outside the ring onto Enzo. I think I picked Kalisto to retain, but I would. Oh, jeez. All right, Kalisto was on the second ring rung, and Enzo was outside on the edge, and Kalisto had Enzo by the hair, and he was getting ready to like do something, and he was trying to get the crowd into it. Enzo grabbed both of Kalisto's legs, and Kalisto basically headbutted the top turnbuckle, and then just fell fell to the floor. That was pretty sick. Yeah, they're showing it again on replay. Wow. Okay, I didn't see his hand blocking the turnbuckle on the first go round, but it still looked pretty good. Now Enzo's on top of Kalisto. He's got his knee in his back, and he's just ground and pounding him. He's pulling one of Kalisto's, both of his arms. Don't tell me he's going for a Steiner recliner. Whatever that was, he already got out of it. Big Cass, 6-8 months. He broke 2 bones in his leg, and he's a big dude, and it's going to take a while. When he saw that injury, I had to go back and watch it, man. It literally looked like he broke 2 bones in his leg. He had a sick... The way his body went down, it was a sick injury. I missed the last thing. My favorite wrestling match was... Whew. Oh, man. I've had so many. I love that Hogan Rock match at 18. WrestleMania 17 was awesome, too. But what was that? Austin and The Rock. I'd say about the first 4 Money in the Bank main event matches, man, all of those pay-per-view matches were good. Ooh. The one Elimination Chamber match where, what was it, when RVD was in it? And Chris Jericho, I think it was. And RVD crushed Triple H's throat. That was a crazy... I think that was the first or second Elimination Chamber match ever. That was a great pay-per-view match. Chris Benoit. Is that what you're trying to say? Enzo going for a 2 count. Just got him in a side headlock. Enzo's applying pressure now. Kalisto trying to fight out. He's getting to his feet. Enzo drags him back down to the mat by his nostrils and reapplies the headlock. Is that even legal? Surprised they don't sell replica Kalisto masks. Those things are kind of cool. The Pumpkin is debuting. Oh, God, I hope he's not. If you're meaning Finn Balor. There is that guy, a creepy dude again. Okay, I've noticed him at the last 3 or 4 pay-per-views, and he must be there with his mother. And he's always there in the first row. Tonight he's there in the first row again, but he's off to, that would be the left side of the ring. He's got a green headband on, and he's got really long blackish brownish hair. And he's sitting there with his mom. And he looks like he's totally not into any of the action. He's been how do you land how do you constantly get front? I've never been in a front row event ever to the WWE. But he's been at Raw in the front row. He's been in, like I said, the last 3 or 4 pay-per-views that I've been noticing him. And he lands these front row seats. Who the hell is this guy? Kalisto just tried to do something. I missed it. He almost had a 3 count, but Enzo got his foot on the ropes. Enzo went for a roll up in the corner, but all he really did was make Kalisto hit his head on the bottom turnbuckle. Kalisto's on the second rope. Hits a DDT on Kalisto. I thought that was it. That was really close. I'm still focusing on that guy. He looks like a creepy vampire. Dreamcast. Oh, you've seen him too? Good. I'm not the only one who doesn't, I'm not hallucinating then. He's there all the damn time. This is the first time I've ever seen him with a headband or something in his head, though. I had a friend who had Dreamcast, but he only had crappy games. So I couldn't tell you if it was any good or not. Enzo distracted the ref. I gouged Kalisto in the face. The dead Enzo on Kalisto. And he basically put Kalisto's legs behind his head and just pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. Oh, that he won. So that means he got the title back. Yep, new champ. New champ in like a month. Less than a month. I didn't know that was the name of Enzo's finisher. I don't think I've ever seen an Enzo finisher. The dead Enzo. He basically grabs your arm, puts his foot underneath your chin, and he pulls you down. He falls backwards, pulls you down using your body weight to basically knock you out with his... See, that's the chick from NXT. That's not the girl that was just out there. Oh, she's interviewing Enzo. I still have my 64.
Oh my God.
Still play it sometimes.
I gotta thank him. I gotta thank him. I gotta thank him. I owe all the thanks to me. Hey, you know what I owe you?
He's like, I gotta thank him.
Thank you.
I gotta thank him.
How you doing?
I owe all the thanks to me. I think he makes a great heel. Oop. Don't get monetized. And I love how it's a cruiserweight belt, but the cruiserweight belt is so huge. it's just big. I think WrestleMania tickets went on this sale too. That is too soon. Because I was thinking about possibly going, but I don't like the venue. I mean, the Superdome, it's got a lot of wrestling history there, but it's an old, rotten building. Just like the last place here in Florida, the Citrus, whatever the hell it's called. That stadium is so old and decrepit. They only go there because it's huge and they can place 1 million people in it. I don't know why they're going to the Superdome. That's the same place where the Super Bowl was a few years ago and the power went out in the middle of the game. Don't go. I know, that's how I feel. I mean, why would you buy tickets ahead of time? You don't even know who the hell's with the card. The card could suck. And if I go, I want to land front row seats. But what was it, this year's WrestleMania? How long did that go for? 5, 6 hours? That's a long time to sit in some crappy stadium seats. My friend Christian went there this year, and Dean Joseph's Toy Show. They're other YouTubers. They went there, and they were complaining how bad it was. And I'm a bigger dude. I could only imagine sitting in a plastic chair. The higher upper deck chairs used to just be concrete slabs. So you would just sit on concrete. You know, I don't know if they're still that way or not, but 5-6 hours of sitting your ass on concrete, you're gonna be miserable. Now they're doing to support Veterans of America. They're into so much stuff, it's ridiculous. Not that I'm not saying don't support the troops, but Christ. Yeah, Nia, what is that? 6 times now it cut out? Yeah, Nia walked out, but they claim she's taking a leave of absence, that she didn't really quit. She walked out because she wanted to be the first person to fight Asuka, and she was pissed when she wasn't chosen. She says the touring schedule is too hard and she needs a break. So she's gotten some heat in the locker room because of that. The only other person who whines and cries like that is Nikki Bella. And Nikki Bella can get away with it because she's with John Cena. So she's got some heat on her for that. And she doesn't like her placement on the card. Well, I don't know how much higher up on the card she thinks she should be. I mean, she just got there. She's in the top 3 of girls on Raw, so, you know, what is she complaining about? All right, next up is AJ coming out. So AJ and Finn, that's the next match. So what is there, only one more match left? Yeah, that's coming out. He's coming out. Hopefully he's still not looking like the Pumpkin King. I don't want to get monetized. That was a horrible look, though, when they showed that on Raw the other night. Like I said, this is a dream match. They're throwing away. The Pumpkin, yeah, it looked weird. I think they made him do that just so they could make another new figure. That's what I said in my my last news broadcast or vlog. Because he's one of their top guys right now. Anytime he changes his look, they can make a new figure. Or that could be another defining moment figure. My favorite indie wrestler. Yep, mine too. Well, I'm seeing him next month at a Ring of Honor show here in Florida. I'll be videotaping and taking pictures of that. That'll be on my channel. Can't wait. I was at Ring of Honor's WrestleMania's show before WrestleMania. That was phenomenal. Oh, God. He's still coming out as the demon. Oh, no. Please don't be the Pumpkin King. This looks great, though. This is the most smoke they've done for him yet. It's looking like an old school NXT entrance. Alright, he just rose from... Thank Lord. I can't see his face yet. I don't see any body paint on him. He looks like regular Finn Balor. Thank you, Jesus. They must have seen the complaints. He just has his face done, though. Nothing's on his body. Oh, okay. You can see paint on his back and his shoulders. Nothing on his legs and front chest, though. Face-wise, his face looks like the regular demon. I never got to see this live at NXT. Any of the shows I went to. I was so hoping to see it. Not that they have production like this on the house shows, but, you know, when he was the biggest thing back then, you want to see it at least once. Alright, they're finally giving you a view of his back. Whoever painted him up, this is the weakest paint job he's ever had. All it is like some red spiky stuff from his shoulders going down, and then they have a black coat over the red coat, doing like basically the same thing. Now I can see he's got a pair of hands coming over his shoulder, both sides, so he has hands gripping his chest, pulling back. That's new. I've never seen that before. But you can barely even notice it. Pumpkin King. Nope, not Rollins yet. Finn Balor and AJ, but Balor's still doing his entrance. He's not the Pumpkin King, though, thank God. I think he's got a little demon on his back. It's so tiny, I can't tell. No. Kurt Angle is the next match. The Shield did give him an honorary vest and told him he's a Shield member. He'll be coming out in a Shield tactical vest, though. Which made me laugh my ass off. Yeah, if you're going to join the Shield, you might as well have the look. Okay, now like in the blackness, on his back and shoulders, you can see just little baby demon faces all around. So that's kind of coolish. But there was not a lot of effort put into this body painting this time around for Finn Balor. But like I said, thank God they didn't make him become the Pumpkin King. Because that looked horrible. People were pooping all over that, all over the internet. The crowd is all on their feet chanting, "This is awesome." They haven't even locked up yet. So this is a dream match they're throwing away, man. This should be WrestleMania. But there's so many people out hurt, I guess they got to do what they got to do. I mean, who could it be? Hardy's hurt, Big Show's out hurt. I think Mark Henry is still on Raw, but you can't throw Mark Henry into a match like this. Maybe Big Show. They have Triple H replacing AJ on the house shows overseas. They're in like the Philippines, and Triple H is covering AJ Styles' spot. And that is like the 7th or 8th time. They finally locked up. Finn has AJ in a side headlock. AJ's trying to fight out of it. They just hit the ropes. They both shoulder blocked each other. They're just eyeing each other now. They're having like a Hulk Rocky moment from, WrestleMania 18. Seeing who cheers who. There's a big "Let's go AJ, let's go Balor" chant. They just did a lockup, test of strength, and they're both fighting out of separate holds. AJ's just fireman suplexed Finn Balor. Tried to lock him up in an armbar. Balor fought back with a leg lock to the head. They're just going back and forth. Okay, now they finally stop. Now they're squaring off again, staring at each other in the middle of the ring. Whew, that dried my throat. Enzo won. Who's ever asking? He regained the... Do I have a loose wire? Why does it keep dumping? Alright, that says I'm on. Yeah, Bliss beat Mickey. Enzo beat Kalisto. Swan and Alexander beat Kendrick and Gallagher. Who was the very first match? I can't even remember. But there was only like 5 or 6 matches on this card, if I remember right, so I know I'm missing somebody, though. Wow, Finn he's setting AJ up for a surfboard suplex. Very painful move. He didn't keep him up in it very long, though. He released it and grabbed AJ's chin, and he's just wrenching him backwards right now. Now he's got AJ in a leg submission. AJ hit the ropes. The refs break it up. Okay, that little black splotch on his back is supposed to be a demon. You finally can see Finn Balor's back, and it's like a little demon with wings over the red stuff. AJ sunset flip Baylor. Baylor rolled over and then drop kicked AJ. AJ is rolling to the outside of the ring. Refs counting. Baylor's hitting the ropes. AJ got back into the ring and clotheslined Baylor before he could do a dive. Emma and Asuka had a very good match. But Asuka won with the Asuka lock. Very good match. I was shocked. It was probably a better match than Bliss and Mickie James. By far. That was the very first match. That's right. AJ just booted Finn to the face. He's bouncing off the ropes. Dropped a knee on Baylor's head. Going for a 2 count. Baylor's fighting Baylor. Baylor's fighting back with a series of punches. They're in the corner. He throws AJ into the opposite corner. AJ bounces off the top turnbuckle and hits Baylor with a boot. Does the flying elbow back into the ring onto Baylor. Goes for the pin. 2 count. And the funny thing is AJ was supposed to be sick too. I read that a few days ago. He was supposed to have this meningitis shit. And he was supposedly going to be... He wasn't on this card, but he was going to be sent home too. So he must have actually gotten better. Or he's just well enough to have a match. It got so bad with this meningitis stuff that the WWE actually has their doctors testing the wrestlers on a daily basis. AJ just did a knee breaker onto Finn Balor in the middle of the ring. AJ with a big kick to Baylor's chest. He just lifted him up, just gave him a nice punch to the jaw. Baylor fought back, punch to his face. They're just doing back and forth right now. AJ retaliated with I think that was supposed to be a Pele kick. 2 count. And I know Owens is at home too, but he is supposedly not sick. He released on Twitter he's not sick and he's not injured. He went home because his family needs him. So there's a lot of people sick, injured, or not on the roster right now. AJ was going for something and Baylor blocked it. And now he's hitting AJ with a series of punches in the opposite corner. Now he's kicking him. AJ is sitting in the corner. Now, well, all right. He was sitting in the corner. He just popped back up to his feet and kicked Baylor in the stomach. Now he's chopping him. Baylor goes to the opposite corner. AJ chops him again. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's pretty damn loud. Baylor goes to the opposite corner. AJ throws him into the corner across the way. Now Baylor's chopping AJ. He's back to a series of blows. Body blows on AJ. There's another chop. Baylor throws AJ across the ring. Follows it up with a giant chop. He went to go throw AJ back across the ring. Wow. AJ countered. He went to go and run the turnbuckle. He got to the top rope, and Finn Balor did that old Kurt Angle move back in the day. Except instead of throwing him back into the ring, he kicked him in the back of the head. AJ's laying outside the mat. Baylor hits the ropes. Big dive, lands on AJ. Finn's acting like he's hurt. He's holding his back and kind of screaming. Now he just popped to his feet. He's clenching his fists. Like he's holding back pain. I've been there before. Damn. He's throwing AJ back into the ring. Ah, yeah, they just showed the replay. He did hit AJ, but he basically landed on his butt, his tailbone. So I'm sure that kind of took more out of Finn than it would have AJ. Finn's just sitting in the corner crouching, waiting for AJ to get up. He charges AJ. AJ caught him with like it wasn't an F5 or an FU. That's what it looked like, but he dropped him on his knees. His front knee anyway, one of his front knees. They just said the name of it. It's some Japanese move. I can't even repeat that. AJ's signaling the Styles Clash. Finn flips out of it. AJ hits a face first plant. He's going for the pin. 2 count. They're both just laying there right now, sucking wind. Whatever that was. It was a standing coup de grace in the ring on AJ. Finn's acting like he's trying to Hulk up. He's stomping AJ on the ring apron. Double leg stomp on the corner of AJ in the in the corner. He's dragging AJ out by his hair. It looked like he was going to put AJ in a DDT. AJ rolled out of it and has Finn in the calf crusher in the middle of the ring. Finn's in a predicament because he's facing... now he's crawling. He has a great distance to crawl, though. AJ let it out. He let go of the move. Oh, he basically rolled him back into the middle of the ring and reapplied it. He is cranking away on that. Finn got his arm around AJ's head and is now just headbutting him, smashing the back of his head into the mat. That got AJ to release it. The demon just pulled out... Finn Balor just pulled out his mouthpiece. I don't know why. He's acting like his knee is hurt. Asuka won in a very good match. Oh, that was asked a while ago. Hey, welcome back. AJ went to do the flying elbow again off the top rope. Finn caught him mid-air, but bounced him back out onto the floor. Yeah, it's not the best paint job, like I said. Finn's outside on the ring apron waiting. He keeps going for his knee like it's hurt. Runs the apron, boots AJ in the face. If you hear Corey Graves, he's like, Mr. Styles, your teeth have landed in row 133. Finn's hulking up. He's charging AJ outside the ring. Drop kicks him right in the barricades. There you go. What's the next match? That should be the Shield versus Team Miztourage or whatever they're calling themselves. Baylor is stopping the ref from the count out. It should be up to 7 or 8. He was going after AJ, trying to throw him back into the ring. AJ picked up Baylor and ran him into the announcer's table, but they both kind of toppled over it. I don't know who that hurt more, Baylor or AJ. The ref is still counting. If they do a double count out, I'm going to be pissed. Oh, I thought that was it. They're up to 8. How are they only up to 8 when the ref was up to 6 when Baylor left the ring? They both got back into the ring, hit the ropes, and collided midair. Now they just both clotheslined each other. Both men are down, huffing, puffing. Yeah, they both did a body to body. And then they both tried to close on each other and both simultaneously clothesline each other. Now they're just doing back and forth punches. AJ breaks up the punching and does his little, that kick combo he does. Finn retaliates with, I guess that was a Pele kick. It was kind of a backwards one, though. It was not a very good one, but he hit it. Finn keeps favoring his leg. Finn's going for a suplex. AJ counters it. Finn counters that. What? I think that was botched, but Finn dropped the elbow. Yeah, he's going for the same move again. Deep six? Is that what is? It was a finishing move of Finn's. They said we haven't seen it in a while. Deep six? He botched it the first time he went for it. Finn's back to his feet in the corner, waiting on AJ. He charged AJ double. That wasn't a suplex. Running drop kick. Now he's climbing the top ropes. He's signaling for the coup de grace. The Warriors way. AJ's up to his feet. Pele kicks Finn Balor on the top rope. He's collapsed on the turnbuckle. AJ's trying to get up. Finn's showing sign of life. AJ's to his feet, but he's not doing anything. I don't even know what that was. AJ climbed the top rope, springed off of it, grabbed Baylor by the head. It wasn't a bulldog. He kind of flipped him off the top turnbuckle and then landed on him. And he got a 2 count. Crowd's chanting, "This is awesome." AJ rolled outside the ring. He's setting up for the flying elbow. Oh, that wasn't the flying elbow. That was the 450 splash. Demon, of course, he missed it, and the Demon rolled and hit AJ with a rolling lariat. Back at that running kick he does. He did it again on AJ. Now he's going back to the ropes for the coup de grace. And that last kick was vicious. Oh, he got it. The coup de grace. Demon won. That running kick or whatever, man, that last one was just vicious. It sent AJ flying like 3-4 feet into the turnbuckle. Baylor keeps messing with that leg that like he's hurt. They're showing the replay of that move. I was just explaining a few moves back. 450 splash. Baylor just barely got out of the way. Even the coup de grace was just sick. You could hear the wind coming out of AJ. This is TLC. Tables, ladders, chairs. There hasn't been a single one yet. So this last match is just going to be a gore fest of weapons. I mean, they just showed the replay of the coup de grace on AJ. Finn Balor basically landed and could have stood on AJ after he hit it. He never rolled or anything. He just kind of hit it. He stood there for a second and then just kind of rolled off. That's how perfect he hit it. He's still in the ring waiting on AJ, so I guess they're going to do buddy-buddy handshake type deal. Finn's lifting AJ up to his feet. The crowd is chanting "Too Sweet." I'm sure Vince just loves that. They're doing the "Too Sweet" hand signal, and they just too sweeted each other. I don't know if that's planned either, because Vince doesn't want that going on anymore. Yeah, Finn is favoring that leg. He's hobbling a little bit. I don't know if he's selling or if he's injured. If he's injured and he goes down too, man, the WWE is sucking. Joe's out. There's so many guys out. Yeah, he's hobbling. Like I said, if he ain't hurt, he's selling really good. Demon King. He had a vicious coup de grace and beat AJ. How can this be the last match and they still have an hour? There's no way they're giving these guys an hour. Or they're going to just end this one early. There has been a couple pay-per-views that they've actually ended early. Not another Susan G. Komen promo video. It's like the fifth one, man. We get it. Do you think the WWE is fake? It's scripted. They know who's going to win or lose when they go out there. But the injuries, you don't fake broken necks and blown out quads and, things like that. Though the injuries are certainly real. And I've trained to be a wrestler. And even just to get past back bumps. To break you down, to make you to weed out the weak, you would generally have to do about 500 back bumps a day. 500. Now, you do 500 back bumps, you wake up the next day, you're not walking. But guess what you got to do? You got to get your ass back to the school and do it all over again. Back bumps don't tickle. I mean, half the stuff they do, dive, all that stuff, people can call it fake, but there's still gravity and concrete and wood involved. And if you've ever taken down a ring to see what the core base of it, what it's made out of, 2x4s and steel reinforced beams. The ring posts are so heavy, they generally take 4 to 6 to 8 people to carry them. I mean, Even the sections of the support beams usually take 4 to 6 people to carry them. The ring is not bouncy or springy. They usually just put something like that, a little foam piece over the wood with the ring apron. That's your soft landing. So, you know, people can call it fake, but go just do a leg drop off the top rope and land on your ass in the middle of the ring, and then tell me how fake it is. Of course, now Elias Sampson was not scheduled to fight Jason Jordan. This was not in my predictions video. Well, Elias Sampson was in the ring again for the 3rd or 4th time, starting to sing, and now Jason Jordan is finally coming out to go and beat him up or have a match. I guess it's to have a match. I guess Jason Jordan's going to win because he's still on his I'm Kurt Angle's son push. I know Elias Sampson's in the middle of a really big push, but I don't know. Elias Sampson just Hulk Hogan'd his t-shirt off. Yes, Roman Reigns is actually out. He has meningitis. Unless it's a really big swerve, and I don't think it is. There was a huge meningitis outbreak in the locker room. Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas had it first. They still have it. They had it for about the last 2 weeks. They haven't been on TV and touring for 2 weeks. Roman's supposed to have it. AJ Styles was supposed to have it too, but I guess he was healthy enough to keep wrestling. Owens is off the card too, but he's not sick and he's not injured. He went home for family purposes. But there's supposed to be so many people with the meningitis outbreak in the WWE locker room that their own doctors are testing people for it on a daily basis. So yes, I believe Roman Reigns is out sick. Jason Jordan just deadlifted Elias Sampson off the ring mat. That was impressive. He's doing Greco-Roman style type chain wrestling on him right now. Now they're back to their feet, and Sampson just elbowed Jason in the face. Jason just picked him up and dumped him on his back. Elias just escaped to the outside of the ring. He's daring him to come back into the ring. Elias's back is already. He's only been dumped on his back once. That must have really hurt. Now Samson's chopping Jason front and back. He's got him in a side headlock. Jason forces him into the ropes. Elias bounces off, elbows Jason in the face. Now he's got him in an arm lock, an arm bar, shoulder breaker. That's one thing I hate about Elias. He does a lot of these rest holds. But so does Randy Orton. Randy Orton's made it. I don't know. This is like the 12th time the camera's cut out. I don't think I'll be doing this live experiment ever again. Drop kick on Elias. Jordan drags him back into the ring, goes for a 2 count. We'll see. TV makes Jason Jordan look just ridiculously huge. What's up, Kraken? Jordan went to pick him up to do something. Elias elbows him. Jason turned his back to Elias, and Elias did a running knee, slamming Jason Jordan into the turnbuckle. Awesome, man. What you think of the last match? Big boot to Jordan in the corner. Just a series of punches and kicks. It was lit. It was pretty good. I was gonna say, yeah, it was. So far, it's probably been AJ, Baylor, Asuka, Emma. What was it? The cruiserweight match? But that wasn't. I don't know. It was all right. There's only like 5 or 6 matches on this card. The Sasha Banks, Alicia Fox match was just garbage. There was no effort in that match whatsoever. I don't even know why they do post-show, pre-show matches. There hasn't been one good match ever yet to this date. Yeah, I would have chanted it too. Elias is stretching Jason Jordan out now in the middle of the ring. Another arrest hold. Oh, the Cruiserweight match. The Cruiserweight match was alright. That was another one. I'm still thinking in my head all the other matches. The Cruiserweight match might be before the tag team match. That tag team match just didn't impress me any. Elias throws Jason into the ropes. Jason comes back and he goes right back to the same stretching hold. People hate matches like these, man. This is a pay-per-view. If you can't put on a match, why are you on the pay-per-view card? How much did I pay for TLC? Whatever it costs for the network. I'm sleeping. If it wasn't for this live camera feed, I usually fall asleep during these things. But this is keeping me awake because I'm talking. It used to be $10 for 3 months for the network, but now I think it's $10 a month. Which you can't complain when they used to. I mean, they were charging $50 a month for a pay-per-view. Granted, I wasn't watching every pay-per-view. I used to buy all of them, and then they started sucking, and that was years ago. And then I'd only watch the big 4 pay-per-views: the Rumble, Mania, Survivor Series. What's the other one? And then those pay-per-views started to suck, and then you'd even get a couple WrestleManias that were just pure trash. So when I started boycotting the WWE, all I would watch is WrestleMania. That would be the only pay-per-view. Until I got the network. I mean, I used to buy all the TNA pay-per-views too, but they didn't really... From about 2005 to 2010, people really missed the boat with TNA. They had some good stuff. But a lot of their problem was in the latest years is they've had the same people on the roster forever. How many times can you watch the same people fight each other over and over and over and over again? Yeah, that's how I feel. When they brought in Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy around 205, I think it was Hardy's second time in 2005. That was a great time period. When Christian was there, oh my man, Christian had a great career in TNA. Jason Jordan's got Samson on the top turnbuckle, getting ready to... Looks like a suplex. Elias, I don't know if he's fighting out of it or he's botching it. Yeah, he's fighting out of it. Elias, what was that? Jordan was going to try to do that little Kurt Angle thing where he used to run the second turnbuckle and suplex you in, but Elias blocked it and then just basically suplexed, body dropped Jason Jordan into the corner. I don't know if he just hurt his knee. He's acting like his knee is hurt. Damn, replay there. Elias Samson with a big knee into Jason's head. Totally missed that. Samson's trying to suplex Jordan back into the ring. Jordan fought out of it. Has him rolled up now for a pin. Went off again. Well, Samson was suplexing Jordan back into the ring. Jordan sloppily fought out of it. Rolled Samson up. And got a really close 1, 2, 3. People didn't even think he won, but he did. He won. And that's who I just picked. Yeah, Jason. I picked Jason Jordan to win. They're showing the replay. It was a sloppy roll-up, but he got it. Samson kicked out at 3, but it was still 3. Oh, God, they're showing a replay trying to claim Samson's shoulder was up. I can't say that his shoulder was up. A piece of his shoulder was up. So that's what they're going to go with that storyline on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, this match. This match wasn't even on the card originally. It must have been a filler. Because I was going to say, the last match was supposed to be Shield and Montourage or Miztourage. I was going to say, there's no way they're giving those guys an hour. But still, this is only 15 minutes. There's 45 minutes left of this pay-per-view. Of course, here's going to come the barrage of promos. So Survivor Series is going to be Raw versus SmackDown. That's how, I guess, yeah, that'd make it a lot cooler. Depending on how many teams they do. I guess it'd be a women's team, obviously a men's team. I think it'd be a tag team. AJ and Alexa Bliss will be on the Raw Talk following the pay-per-view. Those are actually not too bad, those talking segments after the pay-per-views. Hey, what's up, Robin? Where are you guys from anyway? I'm curious. When I was on my friend's one when he was doing the last one, there was people all over the world. One kid was in India. I'm in Florida, by the way. Yeah, next match up is Team Shield. Australia, wow. From India, okay, wow. I think Australia got you beat, but that's still pretty damn far. Maybe that's why this keeps cutting out. They're running the same Kurt Angle promo video. If you're going to keep running promos of Kurt Angle coming, make a new promo. Make multiple promos. How many times can you sit in a night and watch the same 5-minute promo? Ugh. I hope they make a Team Angle Elite figure from back in the day. I know they have a new Kurt Angle figure coming out, but it's like Kurt Angle from 1999. And Kurt Angle, when they were making figures, all of his figures were Jack figures. They were horrible. And there was only a couple TNA figures that were any good, but you could never find them. So they're on the internet for like $100. But like a defining moments, Team Angle, Kurt Angle with the belt and stuff, that'd be awesome. But if you don't know, Angle's filling in for sick Roman Reigns. And earlier in the night, Rollins and Ambrose gave Kurt Angle a tactical vest and told him he's a member of the Shield now. But they also did a video of all of the Miz's team. They were basically all talking crap to each other. And like Strowman threatened to beat all of them up if he didn't get his way. So I'm sure something crazy is going to happen here in this match. And Kane showed up too, but I didn't catch what Kane said. I can't believe Kane is back. He was supposed to be retired. I mean, he's like 52 years old. Granted, he doesn't look 52, I guess. He's got a look, but come on, man. Make some new stars. They're showing him crawling out of the ring last week. I kind of popped for that, but I'm like, it's not 1996 anymore. All right, I can turn this up.
I know you're all chomping at the bit to be a part of history tonight, but I have something very special. A surprise for the
Who won which match? Thank you, Robin.
This fight,
I appreciate
we're
it.
not just going to win. We are going to treat Ambrose, Rollins, and Angle the way they should be treated. Like garbage.
Team Miz is backstage promoing.
You drive that garbage to to the dump.
This is Miz is coaching them. He basically just called the Shield trash, and what do you do with trash? You take it to the dump. This originally had me worried because I'm a Miz fan. He's come a long way, man. He should be main eventing. But they just keep sticking him with that IC title. I mean, this is a guy, he's paid his dues. He's already been world champion. They love him because he's a great talker, but they don't do anything with him. They don't elevate him. And I was worried about this match because it's 3 guys versus 5. I mean, Cesaro and Sheamus had no problem a month or 2 ago beating Seth and Dean Ambrose. But now that they're Shield, they're untouchable. Like, they're going to be the Superman group. That's what I just find stupid. Why does 3 guys... Why is it 5 on 3? Braun's supposed to be indestructible. But now that the Shield have formed up, he can't beat them up on his own. But I think this match is going to go differently now that Angle's in it. I predicted the Shield to win because they obviously weren't going to lose their re-debuting match. But I was just wondering how they were going to do it versus 5 guys. And one guy is a top protected guy, being Braun Strowman. And this is a TLC pay-per-view. They have tables, ladders, chairs everywhere. There hasn't been a single weapon used in any match whatsoever. They have chairs hanging from the ceilings, from the rafters. The fans were even chanting for tables during the Alexa Bliss match. I mean, they haven't used a weapon. And what was it last month? Hell in the Cell? I don't remember weapons being a part of the Hell in the Cell. But they used them. That tag team match with New Day and the Usos was unbelievable. But I mean, this is TLC. They advertise tables, ladders, and chairs. There hasn't been one used yet. Cesaro and Sheamus are still doing their entrance. They're coming down now. Supposedly, Sheamus, when his contract's up, he's gone. I don't blame him either. There we go. They've been giving Cesaro the same runaround that they've been giving Dolph Ziggler all these years, promising him stuff. Jason Jordan won in a kind of sloppy finishing move. He rolled him up, basically. He schoolboyed him. But Cesaro, I think, has a few more months left on his contract. If he leaves, I read they're going to start pushing Sheamus again as a top guy. So I'm sure Sheamus would love Cesaro to be gone. Out next is Kane. He was supposed to be like running for governor or something from his hometown. So I guess that failed. He has like... It still looks like his old outfit, but now he has like a flame going up one of his legs. Enzo Kalisto match. It was pretty good. It wasn't 5-star. I was happy with the finish. I had a big speech on that earlier on the video. Because it's like Enzo basically saved the division. Why would they take the title off of him? Whoop! They only took the title off of him, in my opinion, to piss off Neville. I mean, and they give it back to Enzo. Because Neville walked, he quit the company. And Neville's going to have a bigger career anyway. He's already been offered a position with the Bullet Club, if you guys don't know that. They showed the shirt for him, his new shirt, if he joins the Bullet Club. But it sucks. Because it was rumored that Austin Aries was going to join the Bullet Club. Austin Aries is still under a 90-day clause. So he can't just instantly show up. It's got to be almost over. There was rumors he was joining. Because he was a big hot free agent. He still is. But now that Dolph Ziggler is quitting too in like the next couple of weeks, I'd rather see Ziggler join the Bullet Club over Austin Aries. But I love both of those guys. Ziggler's bigger though. He's a multi-time champion. I think he would be awesome in the Bullet Club. He could actually be himself and perform. But then they're throwing a spot to Neville. It's because they're friends with Neville already. He used to be in Ring of Honor. He used to do all the European tours with the Bullet Club and stuff. So I guess he would have the first open spot. But why couldn't you have more than one? I mean, the Bullet Club's had as many as like 12 to 15 people in their stable at once. So who knows? Maybe they'll sign more than one of them. Are they going to sign all three of those guys? No, probably not. I mean, Austin Aries is another little guy. The elite group right now, what is it? The Young Bucks. Cody Rhodes is probably the biggest guy. And then there's Adam Page. The Villain, Marty Scurll. They're all little dudes, though. They're little guys. And then all their backup, their power players are all in Japan. The Gorillas of Destiny. King Fala. This match. Oh, they did put Kurt Angle. He is in black. I was going to say, if they just give a vest to Kurt Angle is smiling his ass off. He thinks this is great. I was going to say, if they're going to give him a vest, they might as well put him in a black singlet, but he is wearing black jeans. He looks just like he's in the group. So at least they made him play the part. He looks it. But they did say he's a member of the group now, but we know that's not true. Bets originally said the Shield was going to win this because they're not going to let them lose their debut re-debuting match. But this is Kurt Angle in there now, so they have a reason that they could lose now without losing face for the Shield. Well, I love the Shield too, but I think it's going to go a little differently now. Let's see, now why are these guys pretending they're scared shitless? There's 5 of them. And 4 of them, 3 of them, if not 4, are bigger than the Shield. All right, okay. Ambrose, Angle, and Rollins have all pulled chairs out from under the ring. And they did unfold and put ladders now along the ringside. I just now noticed that. There are ladders everywhere. They're climbing the ropes. They're on the apron. Angle, here they go. They're charging the ring. They got Ambrose. They're gang beating him. Angle is swinging chairs, and so is Ambrose. Kane broke up Angle's chair wielding. Ambrose was trying to take out Strowman, but it wasn't working. Big Red Machine and Strowman have ended the chair swing. Oh, no, here comes Rollins. He's back to swinging chairs. Ambrose picked his chair back up and is unloading on Strowman. Kane and Ambrose got Kane and Ambrose. Angle and Ambrose have Kane. Now they're all unloading on Strowman. He just flipped out of the ring. Kane is still up and standing, and now they're all beating him like a stray dog. Jeez. Kane has already taken like 18 hits. And the crowd is doing a yes chant to the ass kicking that they're putting on Kane. That's just sick. Ambrose and Rollins are hitting the ropes. They just splashed Miz and Sheamus outside. They're signaling Kurt Angle. I was going to say they're going to signal. I thought Kurt Angle was going to do a dive. They signaled him to grab a little tiny ladder. Oh, they're going to do like a charge with the ladder. This is dumb. They have it sideways across their bodies, and they just charge Sheamus, Cesaro, and Miz with it. That was a dumb spot. It looks stupid. Angle's got another little tiny ladder. He just rammed it into Braun Strowman. He's really weakly hitting Braun Strowman with it on the ground now. Like, these look like love taps. Kane had Ambrose in the ring getting ready to choke slam him, and Ambrose sprung up on the top rope and kicked him in the face, broke it up. Rollins and Ambrose are focusing on Kane again. Here comes Angle with his tiny ladder. They're just beating, they're mauling Kane. They're holding Kane's arms and Angle's ramming the ladder into his gut. And now they're clearing the table, the announcer's table. Here comes Cesaro. He's got a chair. Hits Ambrose. Sheamus is on Rollins. Rollins just chucked Sheamus into the stairs. And Ambrose planted Cesaro on the barricade. Balls first. Looks like they're going back to Kane. Kane's popping back up, throwing elbows on all of them. Ambrose has still got a chair in his hand. Man, Kane's back is just lit up. Another chair shot. They're rolling him on the announcer's table. Here comes Braun. Cleaning house. Knocks over the ladder. Now he's clearing the other announcer's table off. Why wouldn't you just remove your buddy Kane off the one that's already messed up? He was about to powerbomb Kurt Angle through the table, and then here comes the Shield with chairs again. Braun and Kane have taken dozens of chair shots already. I mean, that's just seven shots right there alone on Braun. They just chucked Braun head first into the post, the ring post. Back into the ring post again. Now they're trying to set Braun up on the other table, and Kane is still on the other announcer's table. Another chair shot to Braun and Kane. Ambrose is setting up a ladder. Angle's grabbing another ladder. Rollins is climbing one. Ambrose is climbing the other. I was going to say, I really doubt Angle's doing this spot. They're sitting on the top step. They did body splashes onto Kane and Ambrose. Looks like Rollins jacked his knee up. He's flopping around like a fish out of water. Ref is checking on him. He shook his head. I'm assuming that means he's okay. But he's still rolling around holding his knee. See, like this, where the hell is The Miz? Last time I saw The Miz was when they did that double splash outside the ring. Sheamus and Cesaro. Come on, man. Oh, Ambrose dropped an elbow. Rollins just did a body splash off the ladders. Now, Angle found Miz, and he's beating Miz now with a chair. He throws Miz into the ring. Now here comes Sheamus and Cesaro out of nowhere. They have a chair. I was going to say, when these guys get some chair payback, I'm sure it's not going to go good for those guys. Now, Cesaro got one chair hit it, and okay, now Sheamus and Cesaro both have a chair. Double clothesline on the angle from Cesaro and Sheamus. They just have the angle in the corner, stomping and kicking. Now here comes Cesaro with a ladder. They're placing the ladder in between the first and second rope. Angle is sandwiched in between it. And they kick the ladder into Angle, into his ribs. They're picking Angle up, I guess, to hold him for a move for The Miz. Oh, they're doing the Shield finisher on Angle. Here comes the other half of the Shield. They broke that up. They're spilling to the outside. Sheamus, Cesaro, Dean and Ambrose. Dean and Rollins. Cesaro has a chunk of the announcer's table and he's beating Rollins with it. Suplex City on Miz by Kurt Angle. Oh yeah, the rolling suplexes. That's 3. He stopped at 3. Sheamus is coming in now. Sheamus is going to get it. Well, he got 1. Sheamus rolled out. Now Cesaro is going to get 1. He rolls out of the ring. Kurt Angle's hulking up. Yeah, he is the pioneer of Suplex City, they said. Kane is just Undertakered up from his nap outside the ring. And he's staring at Angle inside the ring. He's going for the suplex on Kane. Kane elbows him in the face. He's going for a choke slam. Angle's going for the ankle. Ankle lock on Kane. Come on, he can grab the rope. Kane can reach the rope. Braun broke up the ankle lock. Throws him into the outside barricade. Braun is setting up at a table. He's going back after Angle. He's picking him up. He's carrying him to the table. Or he's power slammed him through the table. That's what it looks like. Yep. And now he's hulking up. Yeah, if you missed it, Braun was talking mad-ish to Kurt Angle today on Twitter, saying he was going to take him out of the match. Oh, come on. Kurt Angle goes through one table and out come the paramedics. You gotta be kidding. They're acting like he's paralyzed. They're checking for feeling in his hands. Come on, man. Kurt Angle's nodding like he has feeling. Come on. This is retarded. Rollins and Ambrose now jump Strowman. Cesaro and Sheamus followed. Broke that little beating up. Now taking chairs to Seth and Dean. Braun was holding Seth's arms back, and why Sheamus just cranked a few shots into his ribs. Sheamus was holding Dean's arms back while Cesaro took rib shots to Dean. Kane sidewalk slams Rollins inside the ring. Braun just chucked Ambrose back inside. Miz is directing traffic. And the paramedics are carrying poor Kurt Angle away because he's so old and fragile. So I guess he's out of the match. I knew they'd use him as a reason the Shield loses. Because he's so old and decrepit. Meanwhile, 6-8 months ago, he was wrestling all over the world for huge paydays. I said this already earlier, in arenas that the WWE would love to have sold out. Angle he can't even stand. He's so hurt. He just collapsed. But he's still outside by the ring. Cesaro and Sheamus are working over Rollins. Braun and Kane have Ambrose. And Miz is just directing traffic, like I said. Laughing. They got Angle back to his feet. He's kind of on the ramp now, going back. I can't... They're just taking baby steps. There was a chair set up in the corner turnbuckle. They just chucked Rollins into it head first. He didn't even try to protect himself. Braun has Ambrose in the corner. It looks like he's holding him up physically. Oh, he just chucked him into Rollins' limp body that was in the corner from the chair. Sheamus is climbing the top turnbuckle. Alright, Cesaro is holding Ambrose's arms back so Sheamus could drop an elbow. I thought he was going to do some type of finishing move, but Kane's just laying the boots to Rollins. Just like random kicks. Like the old school Rock kicks, if you know what I'm talking about. When he was beating people down. Cesaro's got a chair. He's getting some receipts earlier on Ambrose and Rollins. Now he's giving the chair to Miz to get some payback. Hits Ambrose. Rollins got a nice little back bump. Another chair was handed to Sheamus. They're all taking turns. I don't blame them. They've taken so many... Well, I don't know that Cesaro and Sheamus took a lot of chair shots. But Kane and Braun did. Cesaro lifts Rollins to his feet, gives him a European uppercut. Ambrose is in the opposite corner. He just basically gave him a running knee. The crowd, I was like, the crowd's chanting something. They're chanting, "We want Lesnar." Rollins is rallying. He just super kicked Sheamus, which made Ambrose all of a sudden get to his feet. Kane just hit Strowman in the back with the chair by accident. Ambrose got out of the way. Strowman slowly turning, facing Kane. He shoves Kane across the ring. Miz and boys are trying to stop them from fighting. Here comes Ambrose and Rollins into the scruff. They're all going right back to stomping the piss out of those two. Yeah, this show needed star power so badly that they brought over AJ. They're in Minnesota tonight. Brock Lesnar lives in Minnesota. He couldn't do like a favor to the company that pays him ridiculous money and just show up and have a match tonight. No, they had to bring in AJ. Welcome back, Kraken, or double crucifix on a table to Ambrose, but Ambrose didn't go through the table. He broke the table leg though, but the table wasn't. Table didn't break. That had to hurt. Now they're taking the table and sitting it up in the corner. Trying to catch what the crowd's chanting now. Now, Strowman just picked up Ambrose to throw him through the table again, which he did in the corner. Miz is still directing traffic. He wants him to bring Ambrose outside the ring. and Rollins. They're dragging them up the ramp. There's a whole bunch of stacked tables on top of the entrance ramp. He's waving something to come out to the arena from the ramp. Oh, a garbage truck. I thought it was going to be an ambulance. Well, yeah, he was referring to the Shield as trash earlier. He said, what do you do with trash? You take it to the dump. I want to see him use those tables on the entrance ramp. So I don't get this. What are they going to do? They're going to throw him in the back of a dump truck? They have them laid out right in front of the truck. They're picking up Rollins now. Hey, he's in the truck. They threw him in. They threw Ambrose in. They're starting to fight, trying to get out of the truck. Of course, they knock all 5 of them away from the truck. They're climbing to the top of the truck, it looks like. They're going to do a double jump, double splash off the truck onto Kane, Braun, Sheamus, and Cesaro. And now, of course, the Shield's hulking up, right? So now they just wiped the whole group out except for The Miz. Yeah, Ambrose has a shocked look on his face, like, oh, there's only one left. They've been beaten up now for like 15 minutes. Now they're chasing The Miz. They have all the power in the world now. They're chasing The Miz back to the ring. The Miz tried to jump the barricade, but Ambrose caught him. I didn't want to... Well, so far this isn't embarrassing. It's another chair shot by Rollins. Ambrose hits him with another chair. I said I didn't want to see something embarrassing for The Miz. The Miz should be higher up in the card. Now they're dragging him back up to the top of the ramp. They're setting up a table. Miz is trying to crawl to the back. Here comes Kane with a big boot to the back of Rollins' head. Uppercuts Ambrose. Headbutts Rollins in the back of the head. Rollins and Ambrose are now beating the piss out of Kane. They're going to put Kane on one of these tables. No, they're going to suplex Kane. Here comes Braun. Okay. Braun breaking it up. He's dropping knees in the chest of Ambrose. They were going to suplex Kane. Kane is attacking Braun for no reason, for real this time. He just choke slammed him off the ramp. through the lighting fixtures outside of the stage. That brought a genuine gasp from the crowd. You can hear him chanting Holy S now. Well, we know where this is going now, don't we? Well, Kane must be back for good. Or at least for another run if he's going to start feuding with Braun. Yeah. Win the match first, dummy. Then go jump him. The WWE logic world here. Braun's actually getting to his feet. He's got Kane by his boot. You can see his arm coming out of the hole. Kane's staring at those chairs hanging from the ceiling. He's going to yank the whole strand down. onto oh, shit, they almost hit Kane. Jeez, Kane almost took the brunt of that. I think Kane's looking up to see if he can grab more. Braun, you can see the chairs moving in the pit. Braun is still moving in the pit. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 10 chairs that just fell from the ceiling landing onto Braun. There's Braun. Well, the chairs were moving earlier. Now you just see a pile of chairs on Braun. That was probably somebody positioning the chairs on him. I'm sure he didn't sit there and take the chairs. Now, of course, Ambrose and Rollins had been sitting in the same spot this whole time. The Miz never got back to his feet. He's just crawling around. Cesaro and Sheamus are still supposed to be laid out from that double splash off the dumpster. They're beating on Kane. Miz comes in and breaks it up. Ambrose throws Miz into the media board there, the light board, the video board. Kane has Ambrose and Rollins set up. Double choke slam through the tables that were set up. On Rollins and Ambrose. Now here comes Sheamus and Cesaro. They're just kind of standing over Rollins and Seth right now. The match is still on Ruthless. It's a great match. It's the only match so far that they've used any weapons. Braun, Kane just turned on Braun, threw him through the lighting rig outside the entrance ramp, and dumped the chairs hanging from the rafters on him. Dumped about 10 chairs on top of him. So Kane turned on. Here you go. Braun is finally moving. He's throwing the chairs off of him. So Kane turned on Braun for no reason whatsoever. Kane can see the chairs coming out of the pit now, so he knows Braun is still moving. He looks a little like perturbed or in shock. He's doing the head tilt. Braun is to his feet. The amount of chair shots Kane and Braun have taken in this match, though, are just unbelievable. Yeah, I know. Why is The Miz begging Braun for forgiveness? What did he do to the Braun? Now Braun is beating up Cesaro. This is making. Why would you beat it? They didn't do anything to him. This WWE booking, man. Like I said, Cesaro and Sheamus have been laid out for 5-8 minutes because of a double splash. Kane and Braun are going at it. Kane has Braun on his shoulders. Sheamus and Cesaro save Kane. He was going to throw him into the dump truck. Now Braun is clearing house on everybody. Kane big boots Braun. Now everybody in the Miz team is beating the piss out of Braun. I'm just waiting for the Shield to come in and get the win at this point. Kurt Angle's out of the match, by the way. Kane, Kurt Angle. I said Kurt Angle? Oh, they threw Braun into the truck and they compacted it. Unless it's like a stunt truck, man. There ain't any room in those things when they start compacting that. Actually, it could be emptied. What am I saying? But they kill homeless people all the time. They go into the back of... They're sleeping in... There we go. Yeah, garbage companies kill homeless people all the time that are sleeping in dumpsters. I mean, once you go in that truck, you're crushed. But Braun is trapped in that truck. The truck is driving away with Braun Strowman in the back of a compacted garbage truck. And now the remnants of Team Miz are dragging Ambrose and Rollins' corpses basically back down. Well, no, it just looks like Rollins. They're dragging Rollins back to the ring. Probably to get the pin. I mean, it's about that time. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock. Somebody's got to pin somebody. If the Shield wins this match, though, I predicted them to win originally, but that was with Reigns. Too much has happened in this match for the Shield to win this bullshit. So now Sheamus and Cesaro and Miz are on the ring apron, like doing the Shield gimmick. Miz with a giant DDT on Rollins. Sheamus is setting up the Celtic Cross, and Cesaro helped spike him down. They're going for a double pin on Rollins. Ambrose out of nowhere just breaks it up. Now they're all back to stomping Ambrose. Kane's back in the ring. Why are they acting afraid of him? Give up. Here comes Kurt's music. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I know. I've already read about the Shield. They're not going to be back together very long. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. I don't know if it's true, but I wouldn't be shocked on what I've read on the internet already. Angle comes out, suplexes Cesaro onto the entrance ramp. Angle slams Sheamus onto the concrete. He's going to angle slam Cesaro through a table. Not time to cry yet, but yeah, they're not going to be together long. Angle hits the ring. Drops a bow on the Miz. The Miz rolls out. Kane levels him with a clothesline. He's acting like he's getting ready to choke slam Angle. He's going to tombstone him. Or he's setting it up anyway. Ambrose and Rollins in again with the chairs. I mean, Kane has probably taken 30 chair shots this match. Same thing with Braun. Kane's outside, but he's standing. Ambrose and Rollins charge with a double clothesline through the barricade. The barricade just exploded. Angle's the only one in the ring. Common Shield. Angle's getting to his feet. Here comes The Miz creeping in. Skull-crushing finale on Angle. They better win. Kurt Angle kicks out at the last second. The crowd is booing their heads off, just like me. All this crap that's gone down, and they're going to let the Shield win because Kurt Angle just came back. Oh, you don't want Miz to win? I would love it if they did at WrestleMania when Braun attacks Kane and The Undertaker returns to save Kane. Something could happen like that because they're talking that Undertaker might come back. He was going to skull crush finale. Oh, jeez. Angle onto that chair, but Angle rolled out and got on the ankle lock. Come on, Miz. Somebody. Miz rolls out, hits Angle with a boot. Angle awkwardly falls through the ropes and lands on his head, if not his neck. Come on. Now Miz is acting like he's been destroyed by that 3-second ankle lock. It's nostalgia. People love the Shield, but this technically isn't the Shield right now. Here come Ambrose and Rollins and Angle on the ropes doing the Shield gimmick thing. Yeah, I know. Oh my God, it hurt. Three whole seconds. Miz is turning into a cowardly heel. Big knee. Dirty deeds. Angle slam. I don't even want to watch. They're going to do the Shield finisher, whatever gimmick. Like, I predicted the Shield to win, but that was with Rollins or Roman. I figured they were going to use Angle as the reason why they lose. Give me my money. Triple power bomb. Come on, guys. I almost lost my money. Oh, you were betting? I know, The Miz should be main eventing at this point. What is he, like a 12-time IC champion? He's in main event matches, but he's never like main eventing or going for the title. It's just somebody's got it in for him. I mean, all the physical abuse alone that Ambrose and Rollins went through, and they win. Cesaro and Sheamus basically kind of slept through most of this match. You can't tell me they weren't healthy enough to come in for the win or break up the pin. Oh, they're showing, yeah, because they went through a table. Whoop-dee. How many tables and chairs did Ambrose and Rollins go through? Kane went through the barricade. Should have been over right there with that skull-crushing finale. Angle did hit that perfectly, though. He got it with literally a hair before 3. Ugh. Well, Raw should be interesting, to say the least. You know, they book Angle so goofy, they'll probably still have him thinking he's in the Shield tomorrow night. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They trust me, he ain't chasing the IC title because he wants to. It's because that's what they keep booking him for. I mean, he's been a world champion already. He's beaten John Cena for the world title, the top of the cream of the crop. So what's the problem? Somebody thought he was world championship material how many years ago, but they don't let him like go for the world heavyweight title now. It just kind of blows my mind. But I will watch Raw talk, but I don't know if I'll still stay live for it. I've never been live on here before. I'll be shocked as hell if I have anybody sit here and watch 3 hours. How the heck, just how did The Miz get hurt in 3 thank you, I appreciate it. This is the first time I've ever done this, but I'm new to YouTube. I try to have a decent channel. Go back and look through my library. You can see my stuff. I do predictions, boxings, figure reviews, toy hunts. I run the gambit. This is something new to me. I've never done this before. So I was just trying my hand at it to see how it goes. I lost the feed 1,000,000 times, but yes, figures. I just did a figure unboxing the other day. All exclusives of the Walmart exclusive Sasha Banks, the GameStop exclusive You Made the List Chris Jericho, and the Toys R Us exclusive TJP. So that was my recent unboxing video. I have a whole room over here of stuff I have yet to unbox. Oh, I do. Any toys I'm interested. Star Wars, Ninja, whatever has my boat or my attention at the time. Transformers. Those are my top 3. WWE, Transformers, and Star Wars. But I have dabbled into Ghostbusters and, Ninja Turtles, stuff like that. So, I try to keep it interesting. And nobody ever answers me back. I ask them what they want to see. But anyways, I won't hold you on here for the Raw's talk. Thank you guys for watching. I will be... No, wait. What's tomorrow night? No. I will have some sort of a review. This might be a WWE channel for me. Hey, thanks. Next week, I'm going to an NXT house show. I'm going to have a live video for that. And I'll probably have a figure review or something, an unboxing video. Like I said, I've got $3,000 worth of merchandise over here I've yet to literally unveil. And I do have like a toy room like Grimm, but I don't have it set up. I tried to start setting it up, and it's a huge pain in the ass. What's the next pay-per-view? I don't know. They'll probably say it here in a second.
Special. That was a special moment. Never doing the same rating.
Survivor Series, right? That's one of them anyway. The next pay-per-view is a pay-per-view. It's supposed to be Raw vs. SmackDown. They advertised that tonight, but there might be another pay-per-view this month, or maybe not. I don't know. But the next one, if not the next one after that is Survivor Series. So, you have that one to look forward to. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of old school Survivor Series type matches. I hope so. I was talking about it earlier. I used to love those old school matches, but like in the past few years or the past few ones where they've actually done them, they've just been trash. I said it earlier. It'd usually be like one top guy versus one top guy with 3 jobbers on each team, and then of course all the jobbers are out of the match in 2 minutes or less, and it's just the 2 main guys fighting. That's not what the old school Survivor Series matches were. It was like 4 top guys versus 4 top guys. They can't do that nowadays because they have the brand split. There aren't 4 top guys in each brand. There's 2 top guys, and then there's a bunch of semi-main eventers, and then mid-carders, and then jobbers. So I stayed here for 3 hours. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I didn't think I could hold anybody's attention for that long. Like I said, if this video is all in one block and I can post it right, I'll start doing this for future pay-per-views. I thought it was going to be a total train wreck because my friend Christian did at the last one, and everybody was complaining because they couldn't see the screen. And then when he would turn the screen, somebody would turn him in. He got banned for 3 months. He can't do any live feeds. And that's another one. If you haven't seen his channel, Unstable 1047, awesome dude. If you like my channel, you're gonna love his channel. He's got way more followers than me, but we both do the same thing. Stone Cold return and kick Braun's ass. That would be cool. I'm gonna keep watching. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to grow my channel. I do giveaways. You just missed a huge giveaway too. Go back and look for that video. So far, I've only done 2, but I keep telling people I want to grow and be as big as some of these channels where they're, the guys who give away like Xboxes and things like that. If I ever get that big, I'm going to return the favor. Trust me. But my last giveaway, I gave away the first 3 WWE Slam crates and an Elite figure. What was the Elite figure? Oh, I was the Shinsuke Nakamura defining moment figure. So, you know, that was a big giveaway for me, and that was only at 250 subscribers. So you know, I'm not let's just say I don't take any of this for granted. I am a giver. That sounds horrible. I'm a giver. But like I said, I don't mind giving shit away. But I would love to get my figure rooms right over here. I've got hundreds, if not thousands, of figures. Basics, elites. My Transformers are in my bedroom. My comic book collection's over here in my porch. And then I have my Disney, my Star Wars black figures. Most of them. See, when I say I have thousands of dollars in merchandise in the next room, those are all my Star Wars blocks. That's my film. That's where I do my boxing reviews, the green screen and all that. So, you know, I take this pretty seriously for a newbie, for a guy that just started. So, like I said, I have so many figures lying around. It's really hard to have a room. Like, Grimm's got a room, he's got his Transformers and his WWE stuff. I can't do that. I don't have enough room. I do, but his stuff is all open. If I opened my stuff, I probably could. But I'm not stupid, man. I mean, I got into this. I got into collecting toys even before I started doing this. Because I got onto eBay one day and saw that a little Bumblebee Transformer from when I was a kid, mint in package, sold for $15,000. That's called retirement money. If I had the original set of the old Star Wars figures from when I was a kid, they sell as high as $25,000. So, you know, there's money to be made. I'm not opening these damn toys. I don't play with them. Well, I'm going to start trying to do some of those, like GTS on Grimm's channel. Something along those lines. I'm going to try my hand at making videos like that here eventually, but... Because, I mean, he's got some really stupid videos, and they got like 3 million views. I mean, whatever floats your boat, whatever works. Do toy matches. I'm thinking about it. I'm waiting for my Toys R Us to get that new Raw ring with the Goldberg figure. It's been out for months. It's not in my Toys R Us. They just have the crappy little... They're like half the size of the rings. And I'm not wasting my money on those. I'm waiting for that actual elite scale Raw ring to show up. It'll probably show up at Christmas time at my Toys R Us. But if you keep watching my channel, I do have some open figures back over here on my shelf. But like I said, I'm trying. I have to clear out that other room. I'm going to take the bed out and the backboard. I have a dresser in there that takes up so much space. Eventually, I'm going to get that room up and running. But did I mention, in the garage I have Disney Gargoyles from the cartoon back in the day. You probably don't know what that cartoon is. That cartoon was the bomb. But I've got about 20 or 30 of those in a mint card in storage in my garage. I have a lot of toys. Let's just put it that way. And then I keep all of my video game systems. I've got too much crap. But that's the life of a toy collector. So, I don't know. Like I said, it's almost 11:30 here. The new subscribers, thanks. Like I said, I'll do something here in the next couple of days, and then I'll have an NXT video on Thursday. And then, like I said, I try to do a couple videos, if not 2 or 3 a week. Trust me, you will be. I hope. That's what some people tell me. I don't know how long Grimm's been doing it. But I've been watching Grimm for 3 or 4 years, so I know he's been doing it a while. And like the other guy I know, Dean Joseph's toy collector, I think he's been doing it for a few years too, but he's only got like 4,000 or 5,000. But he's another guy that I talk to, and I watch his stuff too. My life is WWE and fishing. It used to be fishing, but I don't live by the water anymore. What was the last one? Oh, you just came in. Hope I'm not late. The Shield won. It was a great match, but the Shield technically, in my eyes, should not have won. Let's just say Kane and Braun probably took a series of 30 chair shots apiece. That was the only match that had any weapons used in it at all whatsoever. There was a garbage truck brought in at one point. And that was used to that was what was used to retain and take care of Braun. I don't want to give away everything. There was a backstabbing moment in the match. But technically, the beatings that went down, the Shield should not have won the match. It was a very one-sided at one point, but it was a very good match. That was probably the #1 match of the night, in my eyes, next to AJ and Balor. Balor won that one. And then Asuka and Emma had a great match. I did not expect that at all. I was predicting it was going to be a squash match. Jason Jordan and Elias Sampson had a throw-in match. That wasn't even on the card. Jordan won that. It was kind of a sloppy match. The Cruiserweight Tag Team match was Swan and Cedric. They won. That wasn't anything to write home about. And Bliss beat Mickie James. That was a pretty decent match, too. But that was after Asuka, in my opinion, and ranking-wise. That was, what, the 4th or 5th best match of the night. It was a pretty decent card. But you'll see all the highlights tomorrow on Raw, especially the main event match. There was some really good spots in that. Did end when Enzo, yes. Enzo retained. See, that match was alright. Nothing too spectacular. But yeah, he won. He's the Cruiserweight champion again. So I'm sure we're going to hear a lot of from him tomorrow night, too. He won with the Dead Enzo. I think that was the first time I've ever seen the move. The Dead Enzo. But yeah, other than that, decent match, decent card. The replacement of Owens with AJ was probably a good thing. And I wasn't expecting too much when they replaced Angle and Roman with Angle. I thought they were going to use Angle as the scapegoat for the Shield losing. But like I said, I think we're going to see some good comedy stuff out of that tomorrow night. I could see Angle still parading around wearing his tactical vest and his Shield outfit because they told him he was a member of the Shield now. So that's just, I think that's what's going to happen. It'll be interesting, I think, tomorrow to see what the hell goes on with the Miz storyline. And of course, Braun will be looking for Kane. Spoiler alert. But, I see. Well, thank you for answering. I will make sure I check out then the highlights tomorrow. They'll probably actually be on YouTube within the next hour or so. YouTube's been really quick with the highlights recently, man. Because there was something I missed last pay-per-view, and I was still watching the pay-per-view, and they already had the highlights of the last matchup. And I was like, so you might be able to in about a half an hour or so. The last match just ended 17 minutes ago, so they would still probably be editing that match. You never know, but I find it on YouTube right now. Like I said, you never know. But like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Hit like. This is a standard thing here. Hit like, leave a comment, hit the notification button if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram, too. I'm on Instagram. I have a bunch of the upcoming figures that are being released posted on that so you can see them. And that's it for now. Like I said, I'll have an unboxing video here in the next couple of days. 4 hours now. Not quite, but we're getting there. In the next couple of days, and then I'll have the NXT video on Thursday night for sure. Now they're showing the Asuka stuff. That was a really good match, though. The Asuka-Emma match. I'm happy it went that way. And if you don't know, that's why one of the reasons why Nia Jax walked, because she wanted to be the first girl to fight Asuka on the roster. Well, I stayed up late and watched your whole live stream. I got school tomorrow. That's awesome, I guess, as long as it's not like elementary school. I mean, when I was in middle school, I was staying up this late. Well, that's cool, man. I appreciate it. I'll let you guys go though, because I can ramble if I want to. I've been rambling now. Middle school? All right. So I won't feel bad if I kept the middle schooler up. But I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for subscribing. Med Viking out. I don't even know how to end this, to tell you the truth. Oh, there you go. This is my first run doing this. So like I said, if I can put this all in one video, if it still is all connected, I'll keep doing this. Because I know the feed cut out a bunch of times. Dude, I'll try to stay in touch with your videos. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Just subscribe to the channel and hit notifications. You'll get notified for all of them. Cool. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Have a good night, all you guys. Catch you guys next time. Oops. I'm still alive.